Well, this is awkward. BRB? All right, we're back. We're no longer a camera menu. We took off our costumes. Surprise!
Awkward.
This is what happens when you don't play a game for like a month. You forget how things work. I haven't streamed since the last time we played this game. Anyone just watching this game? We've been waiting. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine?
Yeah, right. No. I've been streaming a bunch using the same camera, but I bumped the button, obviously. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. If you're watching this later, we haven't played this game in like a month-ish, probably. I know in the last episode we said we are going to take a week off, play it 2 weeks after that ending, and we knew we'd be kind of confused and lost because 2 weeks not playing a 3.5 complexity game with a ton of story, we knew we were going to have trouble. And then we couldn't play. Kyle couldn't make it 1 week. Mel and I, as you guys know, we got COVID. We couldn't have Kyle coming over and catching the COVIDs. We also couldn't stream ourselves because headaches and sinus and coughing and like, yeah, just irritable and all that stuff. So yeah, a whole bunch of stuff led to us basically not playing the game for like a month or so. I don't even know anymore. Where I was almost like, man, I don't want to get back into this game. Because this game is not the easiest to reread the rule book and learn everything from scratch. And I had to sit through, get this, the torture I had to put up with today. I had to sit through my own stream for 4 hours watching myself. Okay, to understand what the hell is going on here, what we did. I took a little notes and stuff, but like, I didn't know what to do. I was so like, I'm debating just dumping this game and moving on to something else, but I really want to play it. I really do. And I know Kyle likes it and Mel wants to play it. So I was like, you know, I'm going to take the whole day today. I'm going to watch the last stream. I'm going to read the rule book. I hope some of it sunk in. Yeah, we'll see.
I also read the whole rule book, so hopefully I can help.
Also, resetting up the game on the table with all the cards. I thought I organized it, you know, but when you take 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it is, and you try to set this game back up on the table with 4,000 large cards and making sure ones are underneath, face up, and on top and all that. I use the save sheet system, but it's a friggin' joke. It still takes forever to set it up, considering what it is, and it just takes up more table space as we go. So I literally don't want to explore any new locations because we're going to run out of table space and I won't be able to even fit it on our table. But that was annoying too. So if the game gets too big, we'll just stop playing if we run out of table space. So that's the other problem. And that's could be an issue with the game. I'm not going to blame myself. But yeah, so we were super close to not playing. But then I was like, you know what? Kyle said he was good this week. I was like, hopefully nothing happens, knock on wood. Here he is, we're here, we're back. So we're going to be rusty is what I'm trying to get to. So those watching live right now, if you notice any mistakes, I kind of care to play it correctly, but I kind of don't. So we're going to just play, have fun, figure things out. I don't want to look up too many rules because then I'll just not want to play it because then we're just breaking the flow and it becomes annoying. But if you're watching and you know the rules well, or you know this game well, and you notice us making a goof, or you're watching later and you notice, feel free to drop it in the comments below or let us know in chat. Timestamp it if you're watching later, because it could help someone else who's trying to like learn the game. But like, I wouldn't recommend watching this episode and beyond to learn this game. Our first episode, we go in depth talking about all the aspects of the game, all the rules we know about. We are playing through this blind for the first time. We are not experts with this game. I don't think I ever want to be an expert with this game because the rule book doesn't make me feel that the designer wanted us to be an expert with this game. So I kind of don't care that much, but I still want to play and experience the story. I want to upgrade guns. I want to fight bad guys. I want to get experience. I want to find knickknacks. I want to craft things. I want to, I don't know, see where this story goes. I want to make some fun decisions on cards, see how maybe giving a dog meat is not the right play. Things like that I just want to do. So we're going to keep playing it, but I'm just full disclosure out there. Again, like, do not watch this looking for the best rules playthrough because I just can't. I just can't with this game. So, but we'll have fun with it either way. We'll try. I'm just trying to be honest, okay? Just so you know. So I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're a rules lawyer and this is the only game you've been playing for the last couple weeks and you come and watch us play it. Don't expect the best quality playthrough, just FYI. We're just going to have fun and enjoy the game. Okay? I don't want to hear it down below. These YouTubers, they don't play the game so good. I hate it. I'm never watching your videos again. I say, cool. Thanks for spending the time typing, but you didn't need to. You could just close the window and move on. I don't lose sleep over that. Bye. Anyways. Get those comments so funny. All YouTubers ruin the game by reading out loud. Anyway. Weirdos on the internet. All right.
I guess some may consider us weirdos on the internet as
That's
well.
what I'm saying. Hello from a fellow weirdo on the internet. Hello. Hey guys. Oh man. So Doc said, oh my god, not gonna keep torturing me with delays. Again, real life great.
Sorry.
Real life just man, it just got crazy. If you've been watching our other playthroughs, like man, there were streams I was streaming there where I was struggling, man. I was struggling, but we were just trying to show you we were not dead. And no, we don't remember how to play after all this time. Doc asks, do you remember how to play? No, not really. Oh, almost 18K subscribers. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Hit that subscribe button. Almost 18K. Cool beans. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing. Let's see. Oh, that's how it's gonna be, Doc. So we're gonna take all the time, finally get this game back to the table, and you're gonna ignore us for a PC game. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. I'm just kidding. It's all good. Let's see here. Yes, it was a horror watching myself for hours. You don't understand, guys. You have no idea. Watching me read, holy, stumbling on words. Yeah, that's torture, man. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't.
It's not so bad.
It's like I just pause it and I read it myself in my head, skipping through stuff, and then I skip ahead a couple seconds. And yeah, that works for me.
I think a lot of people, it's faster to read in your head than out loud.
Yeah, of course,
So.
of course. Real artists suffer for their craft.
I think you guys would have been the ones suffering as we were sniffling and coughing and we could barely speak.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was very rough.
Yeah. All right. Let's I think we can just get to it. I don't know.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, so I zoomed out a little more because setting up the cards today on the table, there was more of them. I have some space up here. Hopefully we don't get too many extra locations. But we have New Jensen across this line here, and it'll be hard to keep track of, but if you just look for the red, if Vanna, you can point at the red on the locations. Just try to focus your eyes to the red, and then what the title is on the red card. In that case, in yellow, it says New Jensen. Then just look for all the New Jensen yellow cards around that area. But up here, though, I did something a little different. I have New Huntsville, which is red. That's the main location part. And then there's like the site cards within. I just put those 3 cards here. They're all part of the mini expansion New Jensen. We have the old Steelworks we added at the end of the episode here. We have the weather station way over there. It's just 1 card. Just look for the reds, and those are specific locations. The green cards are like attached to those reds, okay? And then down in the bottom here, we got the Shiptown expansion. I don't know if we'll ever go there. It doesn't seem to be main story stuff, obviously. But that Shiptown one's only tier 1 for wandering there. And there's like a shipwreck thing there, which is kind of cool little town. Maybe that could be fun going there. Maybe it helps get us stuff early in the game. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's challenging for newer, for experienced players. I don't know. Maybe some of you who have played this before can recommend that whether we go to the Shiptown or not, because we're kind of like low health. We're kind of struggling based on that lynching that happened last episode. So I don't want to go anywhere that's like meant for your 3rd playthrough through and it's going to punch you in the face because you know what you're doing. We need to go to places that kind of help us recover, get better weapons, get some armor so we can survive. and kind of then be a little more loose and experiment a little more instead of being so scared. And then we also have the pump over here, down here. This pump was added. It's its own location indicated by the red there. I don't think there's no main story there either, but it was added at the end of the last episode. And then I made some notes when I was watching my stream today to kind of like a previously on to understand the main things that kind of happened last episode. So supposedly Jack Reno sells guns at the old steelworks, which is up here. Okay. And this Jack Reno guy, he could help us get to the old weather station, which is up there in the left, safer than just going directly there ourselves. And he might even go with us. And the old weather station might be the source of the cold for the frozen god, like to figure out what's going on there, why it gets all cold when he's around, and that kind of stuff. We might be able to find out by going to the old weather station. We are at Under the Side in New Jensen, which is like a bar. There's going to be boxing there coming back on day 7, which is the A token on the time track there. When we're on day 4. When we hit day 7, that will unlock the little A token on that card there. And we should be able to box and earn money is what I remember reading. I mentioned the lynching that happened there at the end of the last episode. We lost a lot of health. A couple of us went unconscious. Mel used some first aid kits on us. So we learned that you need to run away when you're ambushed by a boss and you literally have nothing but starting items.
That was rough.
A boss and his 8 henchmen by an event card just walking through town. So yeah, this game's kind of nuts. And then after building the jukebox for old Grant at Under the Side, which we did right after that lynching, we brought that microchip back there. And you can point to our little New Jensen location we're at there, Under the Side. That's our little player token there. That little circular token with the 4 heads. That's our party token. Old Grant told us after we built the jukebox, he said we can look for Red Jack in the parking lot, which the parking lot was this new location also added down here, part of New Jensen, so we don't have to like leave and do a road event. Red Jack got a mission from the Frozen God, but he may be willing to betray him for a price, something like that. So we could find more about the Frozen God maybe here, maybe more at the old steelworks to find Jack Reno, who's not Red Jack, I don't think. I'm pretty sure there's Jack in both their names. I was kind of confused, unless I misread it. And then maybe we can, and this is the story. Going up here is part of the story, and this says 2 to 25. We have to start this within day 2 to 25, or else if we wait till later, we will run out of time and lose when we hit day 56. The only way I think to lose the campaign is by not completing the main story by the end of day 56. So where there's a time pressure, but I did look online. There was some tips recommended for a player. Basically on BGG posted something a couple of years ago saying, it said like tips for beginners or something. So I was like, okay, let me look at that. That maybe will jog my memory, help me understand like how we should be treating the early game a bit, even though we might be a little further than that, I don't know. But one tip said by somebody who played it a couple times, the person actually asking said they played 3 times and couldn't win. They just never could beat it. So I'm like, oh God, I don't care about beating it. I don't. I just want to survive a few episodes of this and have some fun, right? Yeah. See where it goes. But I know there's fail forward, but there was one tip that stood out to me was, and we kind of learned this from playing before, I mentioned it last stream, I heard myself say it too, was don't be afraid to stay in New Jensen. And I don't know if this is including any of the expansion stuff. This person, I don't know if it was played 2 years ago. I don't know if the expansions existed. I don't know. But they said, don't be afraid to stay in New Jensen for up to like day 11 or day 14, somewhere in between there before moving on. And also it said, don't be, try to get to level 2, like level up at least once, I guess, before progressing the main story. So then you'll have better cards in your deck and maybe some abilities by then, because you'll level up and you'll get to choose some new stuff, be a little more powerful maybe. So those little tips, they're not spoilery, they're just kind of let you know like kind of the pacing of the game. So I want to kind of follow that. So we'll kind of stay in New Jensen, just do some side missions, maybe push some main missions, but like ones related to like New Jensen or at least tier 1 maybe. Mm-hmm. And just try to get some experience, get some items, some modules, some weapons, some armor maybe. We can maybe start crafting or just get enough fuel cells to buy some basic armor. That was one of the tips too, was try to buy some basic armor for everyone as like is the first priority. Like go work, get some cells, you know, try to get some weapons or whatever. I know we had an option to work for a rifle. Oh yeah, right here, right?
Yeah.
We had this too, which we looked at this just before stream. Yeah, we definitely need healing. We're all at like 2 health or less. But I remember I think we have this. Yeah, Kyle's holding these modules. So if we go to location 418, which I have no idea. Oh, it's the pump.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we go to the water pump where we can find a rifle, which based on watching my last stream, it also has melee capabilities. So we could do something where, for example, Kyle, so I was thinking as I was watching, man, you could see so much stuff better from your guys' point of view watching. Like I say it all the time, it's like, the reason why we don't catch our goofs because we're like zoomed in, we're down here, we only can see so much on the table. Yeah. But when you're sitting back watching on a big screen TV, I'm like catching stuff. I'm like, it's easier to absorb it all in. It's very interesting.
Yeah, the bird's eye view.
Yeah, it's the bird's eye view. It's really cool. But what I did notice was you have a melee weapon.
Yeah.
Mel and I can't attack melee. I noticed that in the fights, it was kind of rough. But the rifle, which we showed in his example on screen, it can do melee and range. So we could do something where like Mel takes it so she can do melee and range, and she can give you her pistol so you have a way to do like range and melee with your machete, for example, like, you know? So that way we were a little more flexible because the enemies are unpredictable. You don't know who's going to rush at you and get in whose space because it's like random die roll when there's a tie of closest enemy to the bad guys, right? Like who they're going to come at for us. So if we all try to get some melee capabilities, might be better than trying to get, you know, someone focused purely on range, someone focused purely on melee. Like, let's get some flexibility going, maybe. So maybe we could find, like, for me, like a knife is a thing. I looked at it as like a cheap melee. I don't know.
Oh, here, knife is here where we are.
How much is it?
6.
Yeah, super cheap. Okay. So if I buy a knife, I would then have a melee capability. It's probably junk. It's probably not that great, but at least I'll roll more than like 1 die and only hitting on a 1 out of 6.
Well, there's a knife right there.
Oh, okay. Mel knows. Yeah, these are the things that are going through my mind as I was watching. I'm like, man, we need to up our game because like we got wrecked by that boss guy. But it might have been just they got lucky armor rolls. But so this would allow, for example, me, I'd be able to roll 2 dice on a melee, and I would hit on whatever the card says. So it's like a hit on 2 or 3, whatever my melee cards are.
I'm just kind of scared to get melee because my melee stat is 0. So
Yeah, but it's really like, what's this, right? So I attack for melee of I roll 1 die here. This will roll +1 on that. Like the knife would roll +1. So I'd be rolling 2 dice and hitting on a 2+.
Yeah.
At least I have something. Because when you're in a melee situation, when the enemy's in your space and you're locked in combat, you can't range attack. You have to do that stupid parting leap where the best enemy with the biggest melee dice gets to roll a 3 or less on you. Yeah. All the dice that roll 3 or less all hit you. And we don't have any armor, so we just take those hits. And it's disgusting. Just so you can get out of the spot and do a range attack, that seems very counterproductive and very disgusting. But it would be really cool if we all had a way to melee, so we could maybe take our 2 actions to like melee the guy and get rid of him. And then you can do your range attacks at things. You know, we can choose the order to go in a certain space. Maybe we stick together and we try to get all of us having melee and range capabilities. I don't know.
Do you have 6? Just curious. Like, I know you said it's cheap. Like, I feel like money is...
I have 4.
Like, scarce.
I know it's
so
scarce.
Like 6 is expensive,
we gotta go work.
But yeah, we have to do some jobs.
There are ways to work. Yeah, you could just do the whole spend days and earn money, but I'd rather do the ones with all the cards.
Yeah, same.
It could lead to losing health, could lead to passing days, could lead to just getting poisoned, all this kind of crazy stuff. But I don't know. We just got to start exploring stuff in New Jensen, which should be all newbie friendly, you'd think, because it's like your starting area. And that's why I'm thinking, like, let's stick around in there maybe. And there was some part where, like, we were at the piggery and you guys were like, let's just start this thing, you know, and get the cart off here. And I was like, yeah, obviously. I don't know what I was thinking about. I was like arguing with you guys, like, let's just leave that there. We'll come back there, I'm sure. But it's like, yeah, then we might have to roll an event.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was saying that before I learned about the lynching event. That I didn't know those kind of tiered events were going to show up, right? So I was like, yeah, who cares to run into a dog when we're wandering around? You might get good things, you know? Getting extra events could be a good thing. Could also be a horrible thing.
After that event, too, it makes me really scared to venture out into the level 3, like the water station level 3. Like, what is going to happen?
But that's why
in an event
that's why I noted down the story was the story. You can go there.
I don't mean this one specifically. Yeah. Even I don't know.
That's it. It's only tier 3.
That's only tier 3. But like the events in just our city, or what do you call it, like the town events versus the location events. If that's what we saw already, I'm scared for what could be out there.
You guys are funny.
Oh, Dan had a funny message, but let me see if I can find it.
Oh no, I have Dan automatically deleted from the chat. It should be working.
Just scroll up just a tad.
I should never have to see Dan Roberts distress me out.
Right there, that one. Just funny.
Oh, it looks like it's not working. If I scroll up, I found him. Oh, damn it. I mean, hey Dan, this is awkward. I have heard a rumor. If Rob hits 18K subs by Gen Con, he'll be wearing a Puff the Magic Dragon suit while walking around the con. Unconfirmed. Probably started by Kyle. F Kyle. You're not supposed to give away my spoiler celebration.
Yeah. Not supposed to promise things you can't guarantee.
That's right.
That's funny.
I think the idea is that the dragon suit will scare children less than his regular person suit.
Oh no. Oh, you're killing him. Dan, what'd you do?
All right. Thanks, Dan. Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Gen Con security, this man is approaching my child. He looks scary. Get rid of him. All right. Okay. Now let's play, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you the stars are experience, but do we lose them? Can we spend them?
Why we spend them. Once we get 20, you can spend them to level up. You move your thing to the left.
Do you normally spend them for anything else?
No.
Okay.
So we're just trying to get
20. Yeah, so you just put them kind of.
And then the winged
morale.
You can spend during combat to, if you're doing a move action, you can spend 1 morale per action. You can spend it on a move to get 1 point of extra movement.
Extra stuff. Yeah.
You could spend it on a melee to add an extra die to the roll. You could spend 1 on a melee or a range to increase your 2-hit value by 1.
Okay.
Which I think is like the best use for it. But I mean, if a move gets you to an enemy so you can actually attack a faraway enemy, maybe that's the play. Otherwise, you'd waste a turn, you know.
In the food, we need 1 every time a day changes.
And the days only change if an event card tells us it takes a long time to do something, or if we leave a red location to another red location.
Right.
We have to go 1 day. Or if we go back to the base, that's counted as moving to a level 1 location. We'd have to draw a level 1 road event, and we'd move 1 day, and we have to spend 1 food. If you don't spend a food, I think you have to lose a health if you don't eat the food.
Okay.
So we need food. We need fuel cells, and the fuel cells should lead us to buying our armor or weapons. We could also try to craft stuff by buying blueprints, and we can start a crafting and stop a crafting, not being at the base, but I think to pick up the thing finished crafting, you have to go to the base to pick it up.
Yep.
Because when it's done crafting, it goes to a storage slot on the bottom of the base.
Okay. And what's the gray value?
Gray value is that blueprint.
Is the blueprint.
Yeah, so if we wanted to buy like the blueprint card, and then we have to go here and build it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to look through the blueprints at any time, you're curious, you can look through them and find out how much it costs to make them, how long it's going to take to build. So a 1 chevron's 3 days to build it. And you only move the token when a day actually moves. So we could start armor building, and we might play 2 sessions. We might play next week also and still never move a day because we haven't left town or hit an event that moved the days. But yeah, we could do that.
But then how do you start making a blueprint?
You can just start it from wherever you are. You don't have to go back there. You just have to pay
pick it up when it's done. Yeah, you have to pay, like, we have to have...
No, but do I have to be in a certain location to start? No.
No, once you pick it up, you can build it.
Where am I picking it up from?
From wherever you purchased it.
You pay for it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're buying the...
I know. We explained this on last episode too.
And I might have skipped over that. I think I skipped over that. But I'm buying like the blueprint to the pistol.
Yes.
And then,
but you got to leave it in the barracks so that they can
I'm just getting
make
the
it for you.
plans. And, yeah, okay. I get it. Makes sense.
So pistol, hold on. And I don't know if this crafting is smart or stupid.
What's a first aid kit? Because that's only 1.
Oh, I saw that. One sec.
Probably easier because we're right there.
First aid kit. Okay. We can't build it because a first aid kit must be built in this type of room.
Oh, we only have armor.
So we have to build that type of room first. And I think to do that, you might have to go back to base.
What? But if I'm in a spot with the first aid kit?
We can purchase it, but
can
we
purchase
can't
it
buy
straight
it because we don't have our.
rooms yet.
Oh, but I thought the great thing. Oh, I see. You're getting the blueprint and you're putting it in the room.
Which room is it, Cherry Bob? Show me one more time.
It's this one, like a little pouch,
The
or is
bag.
that one?
Isn't it the one that has? Yeah. Isn't it
No,
that
that's different than that one, but
it's a square bag versus a round bag.
I don't see that bag.
Or maybe I don't know, to be honest. Then, or is it this symbol? What's
Oh,
the
that
symbol?
symbol's there. Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the building to build in. This
Oh,
is
that's the
symbol of
slot it
item.
goes in.
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. You gotta
Oh my
carry it in your
God.
bag.
It's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Come on, Mel, you just had to look on the super basic
Do I have it?
nothing reference sheet. There's like barely anything on here to remember, Mel. How come you couldn't remember any of that? Huh? How come you can't remember your symbols? There's only a couple in the game.
Oh wait, we got to look at this
yeah,
side
yeah.
as well.
See, there's only a couple symbols in the whole game, Mel. What's wrong with you? How come you couldn't figure that out?
I did. It just took a second.
God.
I had to like find where it was stored in my brain. We got there.
So because we're in under the side in
Yep.
New Jensen, and there's a first aid kit there
Yep.
with a blueprint cost, we can just get that now.
So you would buy this card, we would have it, okay? But we have to go back there to build this room first. That room takes a few days to build, then we put a card on there,
I see.
Where are
just
those
like our
cards?
armory card. okay?
You have those cards, right? To know how much it even costs to build the room?
Yeah, they're probably here.
Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't matter right
Probably
this
in
minute,
here.
but
All right, this first aid kit's kind of out of reach.
Yeah,
yeah,
but we have
but
the
we could
armor.
buy a
Okay,
first aid kit straight out for 4.
Yeah, which we would do because we don't have the room, we don't have the blueprint.
Right.
We have to travel back there.
What was the
Is that
blueprint?
all worth the time?
Do you have
I
the
don't know.
blueprint for the knife?
Can we build a knife there? No.
Yeah.
We can
No,
only
the
build
knife we
stuff-
probably can build here.
Okay, we're looking
That's my
for-
guess.
I thought all these things that are listed, you can buy the blueprint for. Oh no,
You
that's
can buy the
cost
blueprint
to
for whatever
spend.
you
I
want,
see. That's the
but can you
cost to
build it?
spend
That's the question.
I get it. Let me get it.
All right. So what we're gonna do is ignore the crafting system completely.
Yeah, let's just purchase everything we want
Let's try.
with
We
our
get
own
money.
money.
You
So we
can't
have
even
to
buy
get
a
the
little
money.
butter knife. You get 6 costs.
But we
here.
also don't have the modules to
man.
craft. So like,
Yeah, I get it.
I need to find this armor. I had it organized, but I think we sorted it out last time as we were talking about all examples in the last stream.
Yeah, I think we just do some jobs, see if we can find things like this plane wreck. Like we can probably find some
I thought
parts.
We're going here. The pump.
Yeah, we could go there too, but I'm just saying.
Well, we have to go back one, right? To
Nope.
then travel. Like if we want to jump out of New Jensen, you have to go back to the stop. Right. So?
I don't think so.
I thought you
Yes,
could
I
only
think
travel
so.
from
Yes,
stop to
I do
stop.
think so.
Yeah.
So scrap armor, we can build it because we have this level 1 of this room. We know there's a level 1 item, takes 3 days to build once you put it in the queue. To buy the scrap armor blueprint, find it at some location. It's probably at multiple locations.
Right here.
Okay.
3 for the blueprint.
3 for the blueprint, 12 for a single item of it, 12 fuel cells. 3 fuel cells to buy this card. This card now lets you stare at this card and do nothing with it. You can't do crap unless you now find 6
Yeah.
junk for 1 scrap armor. But the armor, you don't get it right away. You can spend the 6 junk from anywhere, start it in the queue. When it's finished in the queue, it spits it out on the other side of the oven. It comes out the other side and lands in the base, the home base over there where Mel's
One of
pointing.
these slots down here.
And you can then travel back there by going to the red main location you're in, then travel to the base, pull a level 1 road event, deal with it, unless you roll
Blank.
blank on a defense side. So 50-50 chance we get an event. You go back home, you get a free 1 health heal. If anyone's knocked out, you go back to 1 health and you're not unconscious anymore. You're now at the base. You can dump off items you're holding. So if your backpack's kind of full, you can store stuff there in the bottom storage slots. Each of us has a storage slot. Okay, but we can trade stuff wherever, whenever, whatever, between us.
So it seems like it only makes sense if you have a lot of stuff being built there, right? To
Yes,
travel
to
there
go back.
once to then pick up
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we can,
Or maybe if you were going to go out of like level 1, you would hit there first and then go to a level 2 maybe for, I don't know.
All right.
Michael R says, Rob is really selling me on this game. Michael, I can smell that sarcasm sizzling on the grill. Love it. Yeah, so the craft, like, I don't know enough about this game, but the crafting system, the blueprints, Like there's a bajillion items in this game. Like these are all blueprints for individual items, all different tiers from 1, 2, and 3. All need one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 different rooms. And once you get those rooms built up, you then need to pay fuel cells for the blueprints. You then need to start the queues after you have the individual crafting items for it. So this game has this whole huge crafting system, which seems like takes a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of traveling. In a game that tells you the loss condition is get everything done in the main story in 56 days or you're dead. And then they add this crafting system that's like, yeah, it takes, 3 days to earn enough fuel cells to then spend a day to travel this place to then buy that blueprint. Then you need to travel over here, do some work to earn the items you need to craft it. Then you start it over there. Then you need to wait 3 in-game days for the items to be ready. Then you need to travel back there, which also progresses the time track, to pick up the 1 item you made. So obviously you could craft a whole bunch of stuff while you're out and about finding junk and buying blueprints. Craft. We can have a whole bunch of stuff stored at the base and then do 1 trip to go pick up a bunch of it. I don't know. This sounds like a trap to me. And I said this last time, but I don't know. We've never crafted anything, but it seems like kind of a weird addition to this type of game where that is the loss condition. Seems silly. And I don't know if they just did this to be like, look, guys, it's a Kickstarter game. There's 100 more cards included, so it's worth the money and all the extra shipping you paid and the year delay that you had to wait through. And also it's replayable. So when you play it one time, you can only craft like 5 things. But the next time you play, maybe you craft a different 5 things. Oh, so replayable, guys. Look at all these cards. Just because it has more cards mean it's more value of a game. Yeah. Not. So who knows? I could be wrong. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments below and explain to me. How much crafting did you do in your playthrough? I would love to know.
I'm thinking, though, that we may still be too early for the crafting system.
Yeah, maybe part of the story
gives us things, right?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the main story, just like a good sandbox game, the main story will kind of teach you aspects of the game, give you some freebies, help you push you and show those aspects of the game. If it was designed properly, we'll find out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's like, oh, you beat this, story beat. You found this about the frozen cod. Oh, you found this cool, here's a bunch of junk. And you get a free room build in your place. And here's a couple blueprints you found in the drawer in his secret base, Oh, cool. We got free blueprints to build rifles and flamethrowers. Oh, neat. Now we just are missing a bit of junk or whatever, the batteries to build them, kind of like edges you along in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's completely side stuff and the main thing keeps emphasizing in the rule book, like 56 days to beat the main story. If you don't start the main story stuff in time, you're going to lose. Like, oh, okay. I don't know.
I guess thematically, too, it makes sense, right? Like, if you are in this apocalyptic world, it's going to be really hard to get something that resembles decent armor or a decent weapon.
I don't think you're going to find a blueprint for a knife, though.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, you see one, someone else is using, you're like, hey, that looks good. How do I make that? Okay, I got to go and find something. I don't know. So I do feel like it could get better, and we may still be too early in it as we are only on day 4. But I don't love the crafting system yet. But again, we'll see. I do want some armor, though, so maybe I am willing to pay for it.
Well,
so we got to find some money.
All right.
Glad I asked about that.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing up crafting again, Kyle. We haven't seen it. We don't know about it. That's the deal.
Just want to know my options.
Yeah. Again, first column is blueprint. Okay. See the little paper and pencil or whatever?
Yeah.
Blueprint cost.
I don't care about that column.
Buying the item right out. Yeah. Buying the item right out
Right.
and then selling the item back. You get like half the value basically. That's all that means. So let's see if we can just buy somebody armor. Scrap armor, which is somewhere here. Is it there?
Scrap armor? No, it was here.
Yeah.
That I saw.
We
But
have to go out of New Jersey.
yeah, I don't think
find
there
it?
was any good armor here at all.
There has to be something we uncover. But again, we have so many cards that we can uncover and do things.
Yeah. Might be something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the airplane wreck or vehicle breakdown. Like maybe we can search the trunk.
Experiencing the game, please? I want to just do stuff.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
I don't know. Anywhere.
Go to the
Kyle.
pump. Go to the pump.
Well, the pump is. I think we do something.
Do we get this rifle? Let's do
Where's
this.
the rifle?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Whatever this was, let's do it. Just so we can.
The pump.
We have the items
Okay,
for it.
so we have to go
We
here.
have to jump back one.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have to go here. So Kyle, you can roll a blue die. Do we have dice somewhere?
Hopefully I'm better rolling this.
Oh yeah, I
think
have.
Yeah.
What do I not want to get?
Okay.
What
A shield.
how many rolling?
1.
Just
You
one.
want to get a blank.
50-50.
Yeah. And my odds are... There we go.
Oh, beautiful,
Boom.
beautiful.
So we
Okay.
draw an event.
So now we're going to go to the pump. So you got to do that again. And now we need a blank.
Yeah, it's at the level 1 road event.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
it's blank.
Okay.
Great.
Good start to the stream. Okay.
So we're down at the pump. When we arrive at the pump, I don't think that card was on top, but again, I tried to set up super careful, but it's underneath. So there's no card that's smashing us in the face.
This one is, well, not smashing us in the face. Yeah.
But I think we need to do this card because it says 514 on it, right? That's the card that got added?
Well, yeah, that's 514.
So this is the only thing we can do there is
Yeah.
just choose this card. But once we choose this card, we have to fully resolve it because it's face down. We can't like read it and say, nah, we'll come back later. Okay? Here we go. We're into some gameplay and it's only 35 minutes-ish into stream. Not bad. All right. Once there, you encounter a dozen men in dirty overalls. They are working in a shallow basin among bare rocks. A few worn-out tents have been set up around this place. Tools and equipment are neatly piled here and there. Are you from New Jensen? Has the prefect finally sent us the components we need? A heavyset girl passes each of you a mug of cold water, freshly drafted from the cistern. Water is crucial to further colonization. Without an independent water source, we simply can't move forward with our work. When you return in a couple of months, you won't recognize this place. We are planning to raise sturdy brick houses, set up a plantation, and bring sheep. Thank the prefect for us, though I suppose that the old thief is probably helping us only to tax the place sooner. You say goodbye to the settlers and return to New Jensen. Each character gains 5 XPs. So we're like halfway to 20. We're halfway to leveling up. Look at that.
Nice.
I have 11. We all have 11, right?
Yep.
All right. Each character may heal all their health for free.
Oh, that's much needed.
Ding, ding, ding.
We're back to full health.
Okay.
You gain rifle and night vision goggles. That's you, Mel.
That's me?
No,
Oh,
that's you
yeah,
who has a tray beside you who needs
Sorry,
to
I got it.
grab things for us.
Got it.
She's like, I'll take it.
Yeah. Like,
Sorry. I will be more descriptive in my instructions.
sorry. No.
Our group.
And the errata, I found this errata online that's supposed to say, when you take this, you must discard the junk in the battery because it's not clear. So Kyle has those items. He's going to discard those. Mel will throw them back in wherever those go. So we now have a rifle, which is what I was just talking about. So it's a ranged weapon and a melee weapon, and also does the fully auto, just like my submachine gun. So instead of just shooting one target, you can shoot 2 targets in a space, rolling dice separately for each one. The only problem is it reduces the 2-hit value by 1 if you spread the bullets. But if you just want to focus on a target, you know, and they're range 1 away, you'll actually add +1 to your 2-hit value, and you'll be rolling 4 dice, for example. But this does melee, so you add +1 to your fist for that amount of dice you're rolling. But it does reduce the 2-hit value. So it's not the best melee, but it's an option.
I think like only Mel can hold that one?
Well, I could take it.
But it's got the 2 little notches.
I don't think that matters.
No, that doesn't matter. That's just for applying attachments to it.
Yeah, just there's special, like the magazine attachments probably go there, and then the underbarrels go there, and that's why they're like that. So I could fit it. I have 1 space here, like this, right?
Yeah.
I have only 3 spaces for my guy. You have 4.
Yeah, so I could hold it.
So you could like take that, for example.
Or I could take that.
Or you could take this and give like Mel your machete or something. But you are the melee guy, so I think you should have the best melee weapon.
Yeah, I'm not a melee person at all. I roll 0 on melee, so only whatever
what's
the
plus. Pistol do? Like maybe you take the pistol just so you have like an option for range, but you might not do range that often.
The pistol is at 1 away. It's 3 dice.
Is that better? Here, you can take this one if you want a melee. I don't care.
I don't care.
But we also have this too. Ignore nighttime rules.
Yeah, it smells like one or the other, right?
It's actually a better melee weapon than I had. I don't really care. One thing though, I think
whoever takes the rifle is the best range weapon, right? Does it roll most dice and have the best 2-hit values of all these range weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, that person should take also the night vision goggles because it reduces that -1 range and -1 to the hit value when you're shooting range at nighttime.
You're keeping that?
Yeah, I'll just keep it.
Take
Sure.
the pistol.
Yeah. So you have like just an option, right? So if we like start far away from the enemy, all of us can like shoot range if we all go first, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to like try to move in, but you have the best melee cards too, right? So you're best to have like a good melee weapon with your nice melee strength. So like you're rolling dice and you're hitting way more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on, the one thing I'm realizing that we moved from a red to a red, so we need to spend a day and eat food, right? So let's just do that before we get corrected. Nobody caught that in the chat, so that's good.
So we travel from a location, so that moves the day marker. You just probably moved off a letter token, didn't you?
Which was here.
So you've just unlocked. So remind us when that happens. So now El Inferno Tech Square, that is now open to do this story mission that's right here. Okay.
And we're on day 5.
But we don't need to do it yet. We don't need to do it yet. We can wait till up to day 25 to start that part of it. We can do other stuff first.
Okay.
Because remember, traveling to El Perino is a tier 2 location, which we could be drawing from a higher tier of road events.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some of the stuff there is a little more tough and challenging. And we're not at that recommended day 11 to 14 before wandering out of New Jensen kind of idea. But I'm going to consider this, since it's like tier 1, we didn't kind of like wander out of our starting area, because like part of what we're trying to do, it did.
Yeah, I think level 1 is like all the same.
It did heal us, which is good.
Yeah.
So this is done then?
Yeah, so just remove that from the game. That's fine. Remove this from the game.
I don't know why this was here.
That was given to us.
Oh.
Remember, it had like some reading of the guy preaching or something.
Okay.
They're gonna, anytime we start.
I think that's related to this one, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Tim also does say it really helps if you craft the bulletproof armor at some point. Okay.
Crafting bulletproof armor.
Bulletproof armor. I don't think we can get that. I think that's here too. Like the bulletproof vest.
Okay.
Okay.
4 to get it.
Can we even build it in a level 1?
I don't know. Bulletproof armor.
Seems like it's.
Bulletproof vest is a tier 1.
Okay.
And it costs this to get 1 started crafting.
Okay, Tim, let us know when we have that, because we'll forget what we need.
Yeah, so we'll just, I say we just, in New Jensen, just start doing jobs and things and see what we get.
Do we want to go back to New Jensen?
I know we can buy some of this stuff, though, guys. We can buy some of this stuff in the parking lot.
You're the only one with money.
Sorry, I can't see the parking lot. One round's a little too far for me.
Okay, so you can pick up any card mail and read them, pull them right to your face anytime you want.
I know.
So here we have junk, batteries, firearms, light, explosive can, blah, 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 blah. Here's what it cost in that parking lot that just got out of the end of the last episode. So if you start looking at this, you can start, working your way backwards on like, what does it cost me to craft it? So how much is the blueprint for the vest? 4?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 to buy the blueprint. Then it would cost, we can't buy microchips here. We can buy chemicals that cost 5 for 1. And then junk costs 2 each. So that's 8 plus 5. That is 13. Plus the blueprint at this location is another 4. So that's 17 fuel cells plus travel.
And then electronic is 6.
Oh, electronics is 6. So I don't know what I said last. Well, that's like 23 fuel cells. How much is it just to buy it straight up? 18. So right now.
But that's at that place. There may be cheaper places.
Exactly. But that is cheaper than going through the whole crafting process.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. But I guess if you think about it, if we have the resources given to us,
that's why I keep saying, that's why I said at the very beginning.
It was 15 was the cost. 15 total if you add up all those. If you were to buy all
plus the blueprint.
How much was the blueprint?
4.
Yes, 20.
So
4
20
plus 6 is 10. That was
19.
That was 5. Right, 15
and 4
plus 8. 15 plus 8.
Because they're 2 each.
2 each for junk, unless you found a cheaper junk place.
Oh no, I thought it was...
There might be cheaper. I just went by this one example.
Sorry.
Oh, this one's 2.
Yeah, it's all 2.
There might be cheaper though. But again, what I'm saying is let the game, as we progress side quests and do jobs and do main story, we're going to get thrown a bunch of this stuff. And maybe we just, like any other sandbox video game or board game, is just let's see what the game throws at you by just doing things, by doing work. And then I'm sure we'll earn fuel cells. I'm sure we'll earn resources and see what we get. Then we'll kind of check back in with the encyclopedia of crafting and see what we can do. And then maybe we're like, oh, it makes sense to go buy this blueprint and start this crafting. But again, we can sell those things if we got a whole bunch of junk. You can sell that for 1 fuel cell each. You can sell explosives for 2, chemicals for 2, So maybe just selling a bunch of that and then just buying to get some armor faster maybe is a play. I don't know. But anyways, so we're at the pump. We can't do anything else at the pump. So let's go back to New Jensen, yeah?
So Kyle's got. Well, I guess
Roll
we'll
the-
let's move our day and eat first, right?
Oh yeah, that sucks, but that's that.
Yeah.
Rifles and healing aren't free, really, right?
Yeah, yes. Blank. It's gonna be blank. Oh,
Well,
Oh no!
So
So
now
draw
we need-
a level 1 road event.
that's
can't roll blanks every time.
I think it's in the front now.
yes. Okay.
Here we go. Oh, damaged machine. So this is, I think, 2 cards we need for this. I could be wrong though. No, maybe not.
Oh, the other side.
Maybe it's just the other
Okay.
side. It's reminding us it's side 1 of 2, maybe. You can hear a regular metallic sound coming from behind a nearby hill. It's as if some huge mountain of steel, which hasn't been oiled for decades, was stomping on rocky ground. You climb the hill to assess the potential danger. Far away, you see a construct resembling a giant spider. It is walking, but barely. The thing looks badly damaged. Overlays on its back are completely torn off its hull. A, we have options here. We choose A or B. A, you start a chase. It shouldn't take more than half an hour. The machine may be damaged, but still looks like a great catch full of good parts.
Oh, well, after what we just talked about.
That is, if you don't destroy it completely during combat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So we may have to be fighting something that's like pretty damaged, and maybe we can earn stuff if we win. Because we do know there's spider kind of miniatures in this game. Or B, even a damaged machine is a formidable enemy. You prefer to hide among nearby rock spires. Unfortunately, the enemy keeps prowling this area for the next couple of hours. You can safely continue your journey when darkness falls. So I feel like this one will keep us safer, but eat time.
Right.
Yeah.
And this one we could fight, which could still take time. But we might be able to, if we beat it, we'll get some modules.
I mean, it's
So-
tempting.
We did just get a new weapon.
Yeah,
It
do we
is
want to?
damaged. I'm sure it's like one of those higher tier enemies that you see later in the thing, but it's gonna be like
Yeah.
starts with only like 2 health left, maybe, but it might still have awesome armor and we can't break through it. But we always could run away.
That's true.
Or maybe.
Maybe. We
always
don't
run
know.
away. We don't know. So I would vote for A.
I would vote for A.
Kyle,
yeah. Why
are you?
not?
No, don't take the peer pressure route,
Why
man.
not?
If you don't want to.
I want to take this new gun for a spin. Let's
All right.
see what
Yeah, I gotta
Mel's-
try
see
out
what
this
Mel's got.
rifle.
All right, option A.
The pistol's not great, but I mean,
As you expected, you quickly catch up with your prey. However, sensing danger, the machine analyzes its options and deduces it has no chance to escape. Therefore, it chooses to face you in combat. So we're going to do a mission right now, quest 45A. The other option just would have lost of time. But this, hopefully this leads to some good things. Not us back down to unconsciousness.
yeah, because I don't have any first aid kits anymore.
So 45A, you can remove that. Mission book.
Now, I think we're supposed to pick our cards and everything before we see
Oh yeah, I think so.
any details here.
I'm still gonna scroll in the PDF.
Yeah,
if
you
the PDF
find.
gets stuck and
I'm just gonna start looking.
takes a while.
So what are we doing? We're picking?
Yeah, so you can pick 5 cards that are gonna start in your hand, then you're gonna
Oh my
shuffle the
gosh.
rest, and you're gonna draw them as you play.
Uh,
So now I know I have this nice gun.
whoa. Okay. Oh, I see. The different A, B's, and C's of a quest just mean different weather patterns. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Interesting. I'll show you guys in a sec, but we'll pick our cards first.
Yeah, we're probably not going to be moving, or will we be
Oh yeah, I
moving?
don't shuffle these.
Are we going to move or what?
We don't know.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we don't know.
But yeah, you're
Pick
not
some stuff that's defensive, like reactionary red cards on the bottom.
Yeah.
Pick some good top actions that you think you'd want to, maybe the enemy's, it's running from us. So maybe some moving and then attacking is a good thing. Or what's my range? I could do range of only up to 2.
Mine is. What's the range?
It
Second
is the
column?
2. Yeah, you can only attack from range 1 or 2 with this thing, and you can't use it for melee, but you have a melee
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah.
But if you have something that's like move 2 and then do a melee attack or something, like maybe play something that's like flexible for that, And you get to pick your 5 starting cards. But then after we set up the scenario, we can choose who goes first and stuff. So maybe we could make the enemy or attack the enemy first to weaken it.
And this value on the card, like the circle thing with the target, that's like what you're trying
That's
to
your
roll
2-hit value. Yes, what you're trying to roll or less.
or less. Yeah.
Hopefully it's just that enemy and not like 8 henchmen.
That would suck. I don't know how big this map is, so I'll take one just move, just in case. 1, 2, 3, possibly 4.
Yeah, my cards suck.
I know, that's probably why we want to level up,
I
right?
know.
To
Hopefully this gives us XPs.
get better ones.
Better give
Let's
us some
see.
XPs.
I think I need more than one heal card brought in. Yeah, probably do. Let's actually bring 2 heal cards instead of this move card.
You have heal cards?
Yeah. But I didn't bring them the other times because you're learning the game. You're not really sure what you need, and now I know if I can stay back, be the ranged character, heal character, play my part. Hopefully, we'll be good. I can also heal myself if I.
All right.
I don't
I
know.
think that's good. So now we gotta shuffle these.
Okay. All right. So here is the scenario. WS03 and 04. Or Okay, so that is.
Which one are we playing? Down here, like
We're gonna go sideways. We're gonna rotate it.
So the 3 like this. No.
Which map? What tile was that one?
That's 4.
Okay. So then.
Oh, the 3's at the bottom. Yeah. This is like this. Like that. The 3.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Bottom
Starting.
facing me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then this one is like this then. Okay. So we're gonna lay it like sideways, rotate it, counterclockwise 90 degrees. Okay. Oh yeah, there's multiple enemies. Holy crap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is nutty actually.
Oh yeah, we need cards.
I feel like we should probably just run no matter what. Because I bet some of these enemies are like higher tier ones. Oh, it's actually no. If it's a different, we're not playing B or C or.
We're just playing this against a spider,
H.
right?
Yeah, so we're playing A, right?
AKA 2L spider.
A is daytime, and it's just the spider.
Okay, so it's just that one.
But we could see like the gorilla later or a machine gun thug.
Yeah, this spot.
So yeah, it goes on 2. Okay.
Right.
And facing my direction.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, assuming that's its front.
No. Right. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. No, actually, it's here.
What? It's almost like you wanted to rotate the whole picture so you can.
Yeah, but I
I know. No. It's okay.
Oh, maybe I can. Oh no, yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry.
Like this. See?
Wait,
so then it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's there,
Two.
facing that way. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
So now, if everyone at home can do this,
just like pick up your monitor.
Kind of help.
I mean, sometimes it just makes it easier.
Yeah. Okay. So to put one enemy out on one space, you need me to rotate the whole PDF.
I was thinking 5A for some reason. That's why.
Anyways, let's continue on. Mission objective is to defeat all enemies by the end of turn 6.
Okay.
Okay. Special rules for Q45A.
2 damage.
Is the spider is heavily damaged. It starts with 2 damage tokens, and the enemies start the mission.
Okay.
GTFO. Okay, for 2 or 3 characters, we're 3.
Oh,
we're quite the characters.
Damage.
What?
Come on, continue reading.
Yeah. Okay. It starts with. I would put 3 more damage tokens on it.
What?
So it's 5. Okay, so it's compounding, right?
You say so. What's its total?
8.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, so it's heavily damaged according to the story.
Definitely.
Okay, so it's adding 3 more damage because we're playing with only 3 characters. Okay.
Yep.
And
That's it.
that's other stuff.
We do get some juicy stuff.
We have victory if we do win this. So this is what's on the line. So think about this when you're like spending your health and like getting punched in the face if you're debating running. Each character would gain 5 XP if we win. For each destroyed spider, aka -2L model spider, you gain, here's what we were just talking about, which is why I was saying let's just get into the play. We're going to get stuff and we'll decide what to do with it after. So we could get 2 junk, 1
jetpack.
bullet stuff. Yeah. 1 jetpack and 1 crosshair. Whatever all that means. I'm assuming that's all modules, right?
Probably.
Again, check the reference sheet of fun. Oh, that's the save sheet. You want this one? There are more references.
Oh, firearms is the bullets, the jetpack, and then what's the?
Is it all? It's
the
all
optics.
junk though, or it's all modules?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
blue stuff, right?
Yep.
It's black in the rule book. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
But blue on cards. Okay.
1, 2,
Awesome
3, 4.
consistency.
Okay. So then I'll give this to you. I'll keep this like that because we probably want to take a look at that card before we position ourselves, right?
I think there's like a thing in the rule book about how the spider does like some crazy attack thing, but doesn't hit itself. But I could be wrong. No, maybe it's not this guy.
Oh.
So this guy regenerates 1 health at the beginning of its turn. So it will heal up all that damage it started with if we don't kill it.
But it's starting first.
Yes, which sucks.
Yep. So
Does
it's
that
going to
happen?
automatically
So yeah,
repair.
one of those cool damage we just got is gone
Yeah.
right away. Okay. Unless it doesn't, no, there's no other special rules of like ignore this, ignore that. So where do we start? At the very bottom, right?
Yeah.
Down here?
It's like,
I mean, the farther away we start, I think the better it is for us.
well, you could pick
But-
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't. Is this we're allowed to start there?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's a
It just looked
square.
like whole, but
I'm
I
just
guess
putting
it's
myself
like
there for now, but
I
I want to see what it does before.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look at what it does. Parting leap. So if it's in a space with you locked into melee combat, it'll try to jump out. The person in that space rolling the most dice on melee attacks will get to attack, hitting on a 3 or less with each die. Then, when it's out of the space, it will fire a range attack, but only -2 to its 2 hit value. So that range attack at 1 away would actually be rolling 6 freaking dice, but hits only on 2 or less. And it's an area attack, so it actually attacks the space, and I think it hits everyone in the space.
Okay, so let's not stay together then.
Okay. If it's at 1 range away at the start of its action, so it gets 2 actions, it will range attack, an area attack, so hitting the space, and then move 1 away from the character. If it's greater than 1 space away, it does a range attack hitting the space with the closest character or whatever. Then it moves 1 to the target, then a range attack at -1 hit hitting the space, and then it moves closer to the target.
Wow.
Yeah. So based on where it is, it's really far away. So it's going to try to do a range attack, which it can. It can hit all the way up to 5 range away. But at 5 range, it rolls way less dice and hits on way less hits. Okay, so we're at range.
We can only be at range 4 from it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
So where is it going to end after it goes for 2 actions then?
So let's say it's going to move 1, range, then move 1, then range, then
No. It looks here, and can it range attack? It says yes. It does a range attack, stops. Okay. The next action, it will do a range attack again. And it completes that 1 line, and it's done. Okay. I think. Maybe not. Maybe it does do all 3 because they're numbered. I don't know.
They're not numbered though.
They are numbered. 1, 2, and 3.
One says range. What? Oh, yeah, I guess.
No, you're right. It does the first thing it can do.
Yeah.
So
and then the second action, it would go and check it again.
Yeah.
I think it just does the first line and then stops.
Yeah.
Right?
So because it can actually range attack
My God.
at a distance of 4, then it will. But if it couldn't, like let's say we were 7 away, then it would move, then it would range attack. Okay, so that's not bad then.
I think. Let's see.
That's why I read it.
Yeah.
Okay, this might be a good example to check out here. Might clear it up for us. Again, we haven't played in a while, so this is a good refresher, I think. So this dragonfly, he has a good example. If he's greater than 1 away, he has range attack, move 1. Yeah, so I think it just does the 1 step. And if it can't do that 1 step, you go to the next step. And if it can't do that, it goes to the last step, you know?
Yeah.
It says or right there. Or move 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
Okay,
right.
so we're good.
Yeah, it's not going to do all 3 of those things.
Yeah, for a minute I was.
Although
Yeah,
it would
that's
be,
too much.
yeah.
That's too much.
Okay, so we might be able to defeat this guy.
So based on that, where's this? So based on this, it's just going to range attack twice. It's not even going to move closer to us, correct?
Right, right.
So,
But that's a problem for us.
yeah. So we need to start maybe closer, so
Agreed.
we don't have as crappy of range attacks, or we can move closer and start fighting it.
Fine. Mel's in my space.
Well, I can start with whoever, but right now we're gonna roll to see who even attacks, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we're all
it's
the same
attacking. No,
distance
it's
away.
attacking us first. Remember, it said it goes first.
Yes.
Yeah, but who is it
But
attacking?
it's the closest, and we're all the same distance.
And if it attacks you or I, we're both in the same space, but it'll attack both of us.
That's fine.
I mean, it is what it is. We just have to hope the die's on our side.
Good night, guys.
How much health does this thing have? Is 8?
But it has 5. That's
But it's going to have
yeah.
6.
Or it's gonna have 4.
4.
Yeah,
Ugh,
so it's a half dead.
All right.
And we have till turn 6 to defeat this or run.
No, we're gonna.
Or-
We're gonna defeat this, I think.
But what's its armor? How much does it roll on armor? I didn't even look at that.
A lot. I'll just
Yeah, so we're probably not even getting hits through on this thing.
Yeah, he rolls a lot of defense dice. So if Kyle hits melee, it's rolling 3 dice. And if we're hitting range based on where we're attacking from, it's 4, 3, or 3.
Mm.
Holy moly. But melee is scary. It should be scary for you because, oh, maybe not.
It does roll like it rolls more dice, but hits on less.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what it does.
Okay.
We rolled this.
Okay, so he's going to go first. So what did we say? I don't know what our
He
number
heals.
was. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Something like
Something
that.
like
Whatever.
that?
Just pick and
Go ahead.
roll the d6.
Me roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever.
2.
2. It's me.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad. It's both.
Okay, so now.
Okay, so now
what is it
we
rolling?
are 1, 2, 3 away from it.
Yep.
It's rolling 4
What did you
dice.
say, Rob? Oh, okay.
It's
Jump.
rolling 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's
Is
hitting.
it an area attack?
Yeah.
So it's hitting the space.
Yeah.
So it's hitting both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll it up.
And then it's hitting
You
on
roll?
3 or lower. Yeah.
Whatever. Just somebody
Don't
roll.
you remember the last game when I rolled?
Okay.
It was-
No, that's good.
it's on
Only
1.
hits 2
Okay.
because it hits 3 or lower.
3 or lower? Oh, man.
But it didn't have a modification at all to it. Range attack? No, right?
No.
So hits for 2. And you
It's
don't
for
have.
2 to both of us. 1, 2. Oh, maybe have a reaction.
Mm. Nope.
I mean, I could make it hit us both for 1.
What's
That's
up?
probably better, right? Like if I use this, I
Oh yeah,
make
that's
it.
right.
Yeah, I
We
was
can
just gonna
react to
ask
this thing.
what that did. So that would just hit us for 1 if you did that?
Yeah,
Like you're lowering his 2 hit, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you could do
So
that.
I'll do that so it hits both of us only for 1.
Yeah, you can do it anytime during their attack.
It's 1 down.
Yep. And now I can't react to the next one, so the next attack. Well, I guess we're gonna roll to see who he attacks the second time.
Did he attack his second time?
Yeah, because he has 2 actions. So he's gonna do the same thing. And it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's Rob, which
Mhm.
so it's not both of us. That's good. And it's the same thing. Hits on 3 or less. 2, Rob.
2.
I don't know if you have
Unless
a
got something.
unless you have something to change that. Oh, he would have healed. Sorry, at the start of his turn. That's our turn. We can go in any order that we want.
And it's like one of us goes, then he goes. One
No,
No.
Oh, it's
we
just
all
of
go,
us
then he'll go again.
Yeah,
So
our order
if
can be
we-
different every time, but then he'll go after all 3 of us going. You can pass and skip an action. You can do 2 actions.
I can't get to him. I thought I had to move 3.
How far can this thing shoot?
Well, I can do a ranged attack. But
Oh, for the area attack, actually, it's a separate dice pool for each target in the space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we got to roll one more time. So
oh, so you would just
So you'd actually, so it says right here,
okay. We'll say you did it.
choose target. The target of an area attack is always chosen space on the board, is a chosen space on the board. Each character and enemy on the targeted space automatically becomes a targeted attack. So enemies also, I think, because it hits everything in the space. It's just like he's shooting rockets, just hitting the whole thing. A properly formed attack dice pool is rolled separately for each target. And then in order to determine the number of defense dice, check the target enemy's card.
Okay, so we'll see what I get.
Yeah.
Oh, look. It says right here, important. The AKA 2L Spider and AKA 3H Spider can perform their area attack even if they're in melee, and the parting leap brings them no profit, so they're still stuck with you. All characters and possibly enemies on the same space as the spider become targets of the attack. Use the characteristics for range 0 during this attack. The spider never targets itself with its own attack despite being in the same space. It is immune to the weapon it uses.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
That's 3 hits on you, actually.
Unless I do ranged attack 2.
Then it's only 1.
And then it's only 1. So this is gone.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a big
only
play. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And we've done you.
Yeah. So his
Still
2
now-
actions are
now
done,
it's
right?
us.
Yeah.
Now it's us.
Awesome then. Right. Can someone like lasso it one space closer?
No,
No.
we just have to go to it. Yeah, I don't have any.
I can only move 2 spaces and then attack. But I can do ranged, but
Could spend one of those to move 3 spaces because you can add 1 point of movement to a move action. I don't have any morale tokens, so that ain't happening.
I don't either.
So I would have to I'd probably move 2 spaces and then range attack it for 3 on my turn. That's all I would do. Would you like me to do that?
Sure, go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
So I'll do 2 actions. I'll move 2 spaces. Whoop, whoop. So I'm range 1 from it. And then I will play a range attack 3. And I don't have any enhancements for such things, which maybe that's what I should have done. But my enhancements kind of suck. Okay, so range attack 3. I roll 4 dice. Thank you. And I hit on a +1, so it's actually hitting on 4 or less. Which is 2 hits. But it's going to roll whatever its defense is from the front, which is probably like its best defense.
Which is 4.
4?
Yeah.
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 Oh, it blocks it
of
all.
So I get nothing through, as expected. So I gotta move more to get behind it or beside it to actually get better chance of hits coming through. But that's I only had 2 movement, otherwise I wouldn't be able to attack. So maybe I should just move, but it could have just turned to me and attacked me next because I'm the closest anyway. But we'll see what you guys do. So
I think the side was equally as protected.
Is it?
Well, it's 3 from the side or the back.
Okay.
So, I mean.
Yeah, but it still would be different.
A little bit.
1 less die.
All right, do you want to go next or do you want me to go next?
I can go.
And you get to draw back up.
Oh, yeah, 1.
Oh, yeah, start your turn with 5.
Really attack 2. Oh, yeah, this one. Not target this. Yeah, that's okay. I'll do a charge, but I'll have to spend one of these little
Morale
eagles.
tokens?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll move 3 spaces. So 1. Okay, I can't go diagonal?
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I did not see this had cover. I'm going here. Sorry. Yep, go ahead. Keep doing
I can
it.
go on diagonal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1, 2, and then jump in at space.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
You're in melee.
You're in melee, so he'll roll 3 defense.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a melee attack of, that one says 2.
So
It
you're
says 2, but it's +1.
so you're rolling 2 dice plus 2 dice. So 4 dice.
4 dice, but then this is upping it, so I have to get 3
3 or less right now. Unless you spend a morale token to increase that by
Make it
1.
4.
So you hit on 4s or less.
What do you need?
But it's a
Yeah.
Cup?
Can I just have that after?
no. You
No.
have to decide that before. I know. All right.
Okay.
So you're not doing it, so 3?
Yeah,
3s or less.
I think so.
Are we earning morale on this one?
It doesn't
No,
say,
I think we're just earning junk, right?
So it'd be 4 or less if I threw 1 in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and I can't re-roll anything.
No, he's gonna roll 3 dice on you as defense as well.
All right. Okay, good to
1.
Oh, good thing you did not
Yeah.
do it. It's the only
Just
hit
a
for 1.
Okay, so
Okay,
then he
so
rolls
he rolls
3
3
dice
blue dice.
and see if you get 1 through.
Pointless.
And
No.
Oh, no.
Blocks it all.
Nothing.
I don't know what's this game is a mess, man. I don't know if you're supposed to just keep running all the time until
But
you buy stuff. That's not fun.
That's
but
not fun.
I guess thematically it makes sense.
Okay. I guess, did you do 2 actions or just 1?
When can you do these like blue ones.
Oh, you could have added that to that action you just did. You can play one blue card per action you're doing. So what do you have?
Well, it was re-roll one.
Then do that.
Do that. But he blocked all 3, so.
Well, it was one of. What's the skull icon?
When performing a melee attack, you may reroll 1 die.
Oh,
Each
just one die.
Like the symbol for dice is the skull.
But I wouldn't do it because we now.
But I can't reroll one of his dice.
No.
Okay.
His dice are like a different symbol. They're like the shields.
Yeah.
That was only one action you did, right? Because that was the same card?
That was all on one card. Move and do that.
So you have one more action.
You have another action.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. Because that is like one action with 2 activities. You could melee him again.
Okay. Well, yeah, and then I can use the second half of this card. You can't use the whole card.
You could
I'd have to use the melee attack.
And then use the bottom of this to enhance this melee attack.
Okay, let's do that.
What does this one do?
It's 1 less shield.
You performed a melee attack against the same enemy during your last action. During this action, that enemy suffers -1 defense die.
That's great. Then he's only going to roll 2.
Yeah, okay.
Get him.
I'll do a melee attack of 2. I'll just put these both out.
The 2 hit is +1, so you hit on 3s or less.
3 or less, and I'm still rolling 4.
Yep. Use your morale now that you've lessened his defense.
Oh my god. Am I rolling? Sure, why not?
I don't know.
It's gonna be a waste.
No, not a waste. You got through. Only
'cause I had to
1,
get
2, 3, 4, 5.
3 or less. So
Yeah, so you got 2 through.
2 through.
So yeah, the morale
He's
didn't.
only rolling 2
He's only
now.
rolling 2.
Block both. No.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
2 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So you canceled out the one he healed and got 1 more on him. So
Yeah, he's at 6. Okay.
He's 2 away?
He's 2 away.
Okay,
All right.
Finish him,
You
Mel.
can do it.
I know.
Four
Move
attack.
up to this space so you're protected like a little bit from range attacks. It like I think that reduces their 2 hit value by
It's
It's
1.
gonna attack me because I'm closest, so it doesn't
Oh
matter.
yeah, that's right.
I'm just dangling.
But after
there.
it's done eating you, then when it attacks us, we'll be more protected.
Alrighty, well.
I forgot about that.
Okay, I think I'm only gonna have 1 attack on him, unfortunately, unless I want to do 1, 2, 3. If I want to
Is there a
range
limit
from
on
there,
these?
1 per action.
I'm rolling 2 dice. My 2 hit value is reduced by 1. I need to get to range 2. That's like my best. So I think what I do is
Can't move.
I should have morale.
Sorry.
I can move,
Can you trade
but I
me?
wanted to heal Rob because I have a heal 2. Move 1 space and then heal 2. But Rob's 2 away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I just do this. This is probably the best case. Then I can get 2 attacks. The first one's going to be a little bit more inefficient, but I'm going to do a range 3 attack, ranged. 1, 2, 3. So he's 3 spaces away from me, so it's 2 dice. My 2 hit value is 3, but it's reduced by 1, so it's only 2.
Oh yeah, if you move here, you would be hitting him from the side, so it'd be less dice, right?
Well, I can move there on this.
Just
yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So if you're like trying to do 2 attacks, but 1 does nothing, then is it really worth doing that attack? But you mean maybe he'll roll blanks on his defense either way. Yeah, because that is the side flank from this space here.
I can do,
You do whatever though. Remember, if you roll 6s, they hit Kyle. Just keep that in mind. Swing that axe, Kyle. I mean, knife. Swing that knife, Kyle.
Well, I could just do then a basic move.
You call that a knife?
Then I'm only doing 1 hit. Oop, and he's going to heal 1.
Yeah, don't let it get to his turn.
I don't know that I can, like, this first attack is going to roll 2 dice. The second attack will roll 3 dice. But my 2 hit will be better on the second one. Because it's not reduced. I mean, I don't know. But if I hit 6s, then I hit you.
Don't hit me.
I won't hit you. Yeah, we're doing
Agreed.
this. We're going to try. I'm not going to hit Kyle.
Awesome.
I'm looking for 2. I got 1. Okay. Let's see. He's going to roll 4 dice, right? Yep. Because I'm in his front. Blocks it all, but then I get to move. Okay. Oh, I didn't draw a card. Hold on. Not that I can change. No, that's fine. Then I will do that again, but now I'm range 1, 2 from him. So now I roll 3 dice. My 2-hit value is 3.
Is that the deal with the?
And I may re-roll one when
the gun gets better or something. What's the deal?
Yeah, because I don't. Well, the gun is best at range 1.
Oh, I see. Oh,
but I'm like slowly getting there. Because he started too far away from us. So I'm looking for 3s or lower. Oh, I could re-roll. I may re-roll one of these 6s, or this one is a 6, right?
Yep. Roll that 6. That's right.
2. Okay, so I got 1 hit.
All right. Well, yeah,
And
roll his
I'm
defense.
still in his
Still
front,
in the
right?
worst part. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I said.
Oh, he blocked the 1 hit.
Yep, that's great.
And then I get to move 1. So I'll just move here.
Bob says, Mel, don't take advice from the guy who did no hits. Just saying.
I mean, I did no hits
and
too.
Mel just proved that her path also leads to no hits.
But I'm trying to move, and I know. Who knows, right? You never know that he's gonna.
So it's funny. Bob says, ignore the guy who made the mistake. You want to listen to people who actually make mistakes because they'll teach you from their mistakes. So that's the way to do it. So yes, listen to the guy who made the mistakes.
But now I'm in a space that is better.
Yes, learn from my mistakes, please. I'm trying.
All right, it's turn now.
It's turn now, so it's going to heal 1. And then it is in the space with you, so it's going to do a parting leap.
Oh,
so you get to attack it.
Yeah.
No, but I thought, wasn't it, what was the special text about the parting leap?
Well, it's doing a parting leap.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do the parting leap. So it's going to jump away, facing you. You get to
attack it.
So
melee.
Whatever your melee dice is, 4 dice, you're hitting on 3 or less. Go.
So it's like, am I attacking as it's
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Jim, I wish I had a chainsaw too. Or something cool, yeah. You hit on what, 3, I think?
3 or less.
I'm assuming it also rolls defense, but I don't know on parting leaps.
I think it does.
Probably, right?
Yeah. On here.
Okay, I'm just gonna use this to re-roll one die. We're gonna re-roll 1 die. Just cause. Get something better here.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
So you got 3?
Yep. 3
okay, so then it's still facing you, so it's gonna roll 4 defense.
Well, no. It's melee. It's a melee attack, so it does melee defense. What's that? What's its defense against melee
3.
attacks?
Sorry.
So it's rolling 3 blue dice.
Oh yeah, I guess the attack is technically before it leaves. Yeah.
Yeah. I just did that.
No.
That's you
okay.
guys like he's leaping out. He's still gonna do that, and then after all that, he would then turn to face.
Wait, how do I know that it's 3 or lower?
Because it's just
that's the rules for parting leaps.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah, in
general.
I see.
Yeah.
On both sides. Okay, so he blocks 1. 2 gets through.
You did?
1.
No, he's 1 away.
2.
Because that 1 heal.
Because of 1 heal, yeah.
Okay.
Or because it's technically 2 heal, yeah. So now that was his first action. So now his second action, he is range 1.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to attack your space. Range 1 is 6 dice, hitting on 4+.
Give him some more dice. Oh, yes.
You have enough?
Yeah, there's 6.
Or 4 minus. Sorry, 4 minus. So hits for, oh, goodness.
A lot. Everything's.
Do you have any?
So hold on. But I have done this. So he couldn't get out of the parting leap. An enemy moves 1 space less. I would assume so, right? But then he wouldn't do the parting leap if I cancel that. We'll just say I didn't do it. But I'm just curious now. I'm thinking about it. I was like, could I have stuck him there? But like, I don't think he would do the parting leap then. That's what I don't get. But whatever. It's fine. I don't know. It's so confusing.
1, 2, 3, 4. He hits you for 5.
But yeah, you just continue on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to move 1 away from the character. So I assume he's going to.
5. But what's my defense?
It's the same distance. You don't have defense.
Why not?
Because we don't
have
armor yet.
Yeah, but during enemy attack.
Yeah.
So I can have one defense?
It's not a melee attack.
Darn.
Yeah.
So
it does say, yeah.
I'm unconscious now? Great.
Sorry.
You're unconscious now?
All right, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my goodness, there's nothing I can do, I don't think.
There's no way to like re-roll.
I mean, I can get to you and
no one has a re-roll any die?
No.
No.
All right.
That's crazy.
we're in the same space, I could cancel one of them.
Yeah.
But... Okay, we'll just get you up. It's okay, I think. He can't do the move away from the character because he can't move away anywhere that gets him farther away from you.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's farther away from the most characters, isn't it? No.
Yeah, but moving one space doesn't make him any further. Oh,
yeah, you can go up.
No,
Nope,
even
it's
there,
still the
he's
same.
still diagonal.
Yeah, it's still the same diagonally, right?
Yeah.
I did find an answer to the if I canceled his movement and he got no profit from a parting leap, then he would go to the next action in the line and do that instead of the parting leap.
Okay,
so we wanted to do a parting leap because then you got to attack him, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have just done the next part, which would be firing at everything in his space, and that would not hurt him. So yeah, in the next part, enemies and parting leaps.
Okay, so now he's done. So it's our turn. We have to rescue Kyle. I do have a card that can rescue Kyle, but do you want to go first then and see what happens? We need to get 1 through on him.
Well, I'd want you to go try to heal Kyle or something because after the combat, you won't have access to those cards, so then you won't get any of that heal off. So
yeah, okay.
you
So I'll
should
go
probably
first.
heal first.
All right, so I'm gonna draw back up.
Yep.
3, 4,
Yeah, we need to get him back up.
5.
It's crazy. We just did that full heal and it's all gone.
Off of one enemy.
Oh my god.
I will do this card here on call.
3
Move 1
damage robot.
space. I can move 1 space into yours, and then heal 2 to you.
Me?
Yeah.
Stand back up and you're 2 health. Boom.
Okay,
Thanks, Mel.
no
Can
problem.
you heal again? Do it.
I don't have another heal card now.
Useless medic.
If I had my first aid kit, he would heal 3 instead of 2, but I don't currently have that.
Yep, because we got wrecked earlier. We got lynched in the streets.
Do you have range, Rob?
That's me.
We all have
I'm the
range.
huntsman.
We
I'm
all have
all about
range.
that range.
Because I don't have anything decent, but all characters, including you, on your space gets +2 to the 2 hit value until the end of this turn.
So that's Kyle and you,
Okay.
because you're on the same space.
Oh, but if you were going to move in and still go.
I haven't had my turn.
Oh,
yet.
it just like activates on that space?
Yeah,
see?
I think so.
I don't know all the cards. On your space. Oh, until the end of the turn, I see. Oh wait, end of this turn.
But like, how would I give other people?
All characters, including you, on your space.
Isn't a turn.
I think our
all of
turn
us?
is like
Yeah,
all
it's
3 of us, and then it goes to his turn, and then it's our turn,
Yeah.
right?
She's just giving us all like shots of stimulants.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Because I'm forgoing a whole action for this.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay. Again, that's probably one of those games that uses the word turn for round and round for turn.
But I'm only going to play this if you both have like ranged abilities to
Yes,
fire in on him.
I do.
I can fire.
Okay,
Yep.
so then I'll play that as my second action.
So what is it? Just a +1 to my hit?
Yeah,
Two
two hit value. Yeah.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Drawing 2 cards to get back up to 5. Okay. Wheel. I guess I'll... I'll just use this move 2, but I'll just move 1. It's gonna suck when we're all in the same space and he shoots us back.
No, he's done.
Yeah, right.
He only needs 1. We
God.
just need to be
Then
lucky
I'll
and get
do
1.
a range attack for 2. I have no enhancements for such things, but it's a range attack now of 3 because of Mel's help. I don't have any morales. I'm rolling 4 dice, and I have a +1 on the submachine gun, so it's I hit on 4 or
4,
less.
yep.
So good as
Okay, that's good.
9 ready or whatever.
Oh yeah, but I'm in front of him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, why did I do that?
for
because
her benefit.
for the benefit, but I needed to be in the space with
Is it
him to
better
heal
to be
him.
beside? Get your +1
What
to
is
have
it?
one
It's
less.
1
blue
less
die?
blue die, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll just do this. It's fine, but I don't know.
Before?
So 4 or less, I said, right?
So, yes.
4 hits.
So he just needs to miss on one of these.
Ah!
Okay, throw that back in.
Yes.
Nice.
Dead. Dead. Okay, that worked. I mean, I don't know that we needed that stimulant, but hey.
Thanks for the support, Mel.
I think that's what my character's supposed to do,
Oh, yeah,
technically.
I know. But it still didn't matter. Even that extra, like +1.
Yeah.
From the side, he would have rolled 1 less die. Maybe it was this one that we didn't miss. It's all good. I only need 1 hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's overkill, but we're good. All right. We won something. So we will play it again next week. I'm just joking.
I mean, the stream's not over.
I know. We will all be dead by the end of the stream, I'm sure. Each character gains 5 XPs.
Oh, nice.
Mel, let's divvy out the XPs.
I'm going to give 10s, and you guys can give me back a 5.
Sure.
Because I don't have any more 5s. Thank you.
For each destroyed AKA-2L spider model, version 2, check the version on it. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, it's version 2L.
2L, okay, perfect. You gain, so I'm assuming it's all of us, not individual characters gaining each of this. So we get, as a group, 2 junk, 1 ammo, and 1 whatever the crosshairs was.
Optic.
Woo!
Oh,
Take that, spider.
We're getting lots of party emojis things in the chat.
Nice. Yeah, we don't see that on the computer side. But
I can see them on my phone, but like I can see them like going up the thing here.
Yeah, the way Google works, they'll add that feature sometime in the next 6 months to other platforms. But yeah.
But keep it going. It's so fun to watch, especially when I'm watching.
I saw it actually when I was rewatching one of the streams on the phone. I saw it start happening. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute.
It's very cool.
That's like was that like Instagram or something started that with the live, and then everyone's like hearts and thumbs up and emojis flying on the screen. I know Twitch does it too.
Oh.
But yeah.
now, every time I pick it up to show them, it stops.
Thank you, Tara. But on the admin side of like the dashboard, I don't see any of that stuff. But they always like take forever to add those things.
Thank you.
Well, like I know on your guys' side, you guys see like a lot of different stuff.
No, Tara, keep it going. I love it.
Like they added a new view. I can change the tab to just show funding stuff, which was like I used to have a plugin for that. So now I see. So even if I miss if the chat's going really fast, I can just filter a view based on only super chats.
Yeah.
And
which is so
super
cool.
thanks and all those kind of whatever the things are in there, subscriptions and memberships and all that. But even in that view, I tried it the one day and then no hearts show up in there either. So I don't know. Well, it would be fun. Hopefully they add that on the back end so I can see the hearts while we're watching in the dashboard. But
yeah,
it's okay. I appreciate it though. I think it's just to hype up everyone else watching.
Yeah.
And not us.
Yeah.
Because why do I need to know that you guys like something? That wouldn't make sense.
1 turn is each player using 2 actions.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Because each individual enemy figure is 1 turn for sure. That I know from reading.
Well,
so I don't know.
That card doesn't make sense.
So sorry.
Then, yeah, the card's broken then, right?
Yeah. Why would?
Yeah. So how does that card work then? We didn't technically need it then.
So maybe it doesn't.
It is. It's 1 turn. Is that whole
each player,
thing.
All of us.
Each player doing 2 actions, and the enemies is 1 turn.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Round, I guess, as we would say.
There's a lot of games we play like that you use the word turn for round and round for turn. I think it's just the cultural.
Yeah, we played 2. Oh, right, because we're supposed to be tracking on here. We played 2 turns.
Oh, those turns. Yes.
Yeah, which we didn't track.
Which is really a round.
Which is really round, yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, we go back
confusing at all.
to home base.
I have a turn, and as a group we have a round.
Says, we call it round. Yes.
We call it round. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, when you go around the table one time is a round, right?
Yep. Round and around.
Anyways, all right, we got there. We have to play next week. Kyle, if you don't show up, we're playing again.
Just to keep it fresh.
Yes. Just so you know, we can't take a break from this game. It's too confusing.
So now I can put these.
That's too many little quirks to remember.
So we made it.
We made it to New Jensen. Now where were we?
We're back to where we started the game.
Where were we going
7
again?
hours ago.
I don't know.
We were going to one of these places, right?
Let's just do things. Here, let's go to a parking lot. We can.
Yeah. But do we have money? Oh, we don't have money.
No, but there's a thing happening under there. There's a dude waiting for us or something.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know.
Kyle, roll defense. You're good at this.
You see one of these giant red robots and
that's his buddy.
You're rolling a blank on this one.
Okay.
We need to buy food too.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
So a green one. Draw a green event. Here we go.
No.
Don't say combat.
Medicines.
Oh, I like this.
Sounds great. Nothing can go wrong. While making your way to a toll booth, one of you hears a husky voice right next to their ear. You guys look smart. A little alarmed, you turn and see a frail man. My daughter is really sick. I need your help, please. Something about his voice seems desperate and genuine. So you follow him to a damaged but modest house, and he lets you inside. Okay, this is getting creepy. He meekly motions to a box with some strange-looking vials inside, with writing on the box that looks kind of like Polish. Well, get out of here. It's obviously bad. Just kidding. I bought these off a trader who assured me this drug would cure my daughter, but I just want to be certain. I am scared I'm going to hurt her. Can any of you understand this? After studying the package and the leaflet inside, you can't read a word of this and you have no idea what medicine this is. If it is medicine at all, should you lie to him?
Oh my God. What game are we playing?
This is why I play this game, though. It's for these moments right here. It's not for the combat. It's for this right here.
We're going to kill his daughter.
It's for the shady world we're living in.
Oh
I love it. Man. Stranger danger, stranger danger.
Oh my God. I thought for a second he was going to try to test it on us first.
Here's what we're going to do.
Oh, man.
We're going to ask, let's test the morality of our viewers.
I already know where this
Doesn't
is going.
mean we go with what they say, just to check in with them to see what they would do. We're going to put a poll, and then we're still going to discuss it, and we'll use that information from the poll and maybe sway us or use that in our calculations. So I put a poll in the live chat. If you're watching live, what would you choose here? Would you say A, this is perfectly safe for you to give to your daughter, basically lie to him, or B, I'm sorry I can't read this, and be truthful? You have to live with the results, okay?
Well, do we though? Only if he gives it to his daughter right then and there and we see what happens. If we just say we don't, give it to your daughter, it's safe, and we leave,
its effect is going to
we may not know the outcome.
It's going to be like, here, you administer it.
Oh my God, make us kill her?
Well, I don't know. It could be. It could be.
It could be the
Maybe we trust the trader.
She needs.
Yes.
We could take it and run.
That's not
an option, but I mean, it should have been.
So, like, what could happen? Put yourself in the mind of this world and what we've seen so far, the things that have happened, the dark world here in 2114. You tell him it's safe for his daughter. He thanks you. He gives it to his daughter. Do you think?
Or he can actually read it, and it was
And
a
he's
test.
testing
Oh,
us?
it's a test.
No.
Or like he gives it to his daughter. We watch his daughter like die right in front of us. Maybe she heals, and he's so grateful. He showers us with riches.
Oh, imagine he gives us some money.
But obviously not. He's not rich if he's doing shady backroom deals for medicine. He has.
Well,
nothing.
I think does he live in like a modest house or something?
What was the name of the card again? It was just called Medicine.
Medicines.
Yeah.
Medicines.
I mean, you do what you got to do in these times.
Doc says no. We don't have to live with the results. The daughter, on the other hand.
Yeah, and the father.
Oh no. Okay, I'm closing the poll.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the chat would vote. Let's see how people that watch this channel, how they think and play the game, okay? 71% of them voted A.
Exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen too because they want to see
bastards.
I mean, though, what if it does cure her and we've saved her? Maybe the game is baiting us.
I want Kyle's vote first this time.
My vote?
Kyle, what would you pick?
Oh man, I keep thinking in the back of my mind it's a test, like that the guy can actually read it. So
did we see the daughter?
No.
Okay, so maybe it is a test.
Well, maybe
he's lying.
We didn't see her.
I don't think we did.
I don't think so. It
doesn't
talk
say
about
that we saw her. It says my daughter is really sick.
But it says we kind of trust him, like he looks trusting.
Yeah, he seems genuine.
But that might be a trick.
I'm gonna say B.
Yeah, I'm kind of with that actually.
Okay.
Kind of with that actually.
Yeah, I don't want to kill anyone.
All right, let's go B. We'll look at both options so those in chat know what you would have done, and maybe you were right. Let's see. So A would have been my beautiful girl saved.
Oh, we would have saved her.
Well, it doesn't say that.
As you take the mag's guilt rack suit through your group, what if you just doom this family with your lie? So you don't even know.
We don't even know. That's what I thought might happen.
Lose one morale, but we don't have it. Right? So that would have been not bad to do. But a random character gains one because his eyes drop to the ground and you feel the disappointment in his voice. Well, it was worth a try anyway. Thank you for your sincerity. I must keep looking. If you encounter anyone that's Polish, please send them here. You feel disappointed that you couldn't help, but who knows what could have happened if you lied and he'd given his daughter the drugs. So making good choices leads to morale. Makes sense.
Yep.
But lying, it's only a crime if you get caught. And because we don't have any morale, we wouldn't have lost any. We would have just gained goodies. Okay, so that's the lesson today.
Does anybody want it specifically?
Well, I had 2 at the start.
Oh, it
so
doesn't matter.
It can go to someone.
Well, it says random. So
Oh,
do your die
random.
roll.
So
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Me.
All right. Convenient. She rolls in, she
Yeah.
gets it. Hey, get that out of the game.
The only
Okay.
time she doesn't ask me to roll.
Yeah, that's weird. How that works.
All right, we're going to go with Kyle's roll for the rest of the game. Sorry. I don't want to be...
Oh, Tim says, nice tip. Says, this is why you use morale while you have it, before you lose it from making a poor choice.
That's true.
I like it.
That's true.
That makes sense to me. All right. What's next?
We're
Something
doing
You
the
wanna
thing
do this card
underneath.
behind you?
Yes. Yep.
So we're going to the parking lot, which from my note, we are...
Can we buy food here?
We don't have any
We're
money.
trying to look
No.
for
Oh,
Red
just
Jack.
robbed us. Yeah.
We're looking for Red Jack, who got a
Okay.
mission from the Frozen God, and maybe he can help us. Red Jack. It's dawn. You wait for Red Jack. You've taken a position on a roof with a good view over the whole parking lot. The caravans slowly gather, then one by one leave the town through the main road leading west. Where are they headed? In Farino? Maybe further? When you see the name Silex written in blue on the sides of a few machines, you approach them. Unfortunately, you're out of luck. A short conversation with the guards, and it turns out that Red Jack went yesterday with the first transport to the dam. He probably won't come back for a week. If you really wish to wait, it's best to look for him in Piggery in a couple of days. Or errata. Option A, you wait for Jack's return. So under 406, which is probably the Piggery, right? Piggery is 406?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You place face down 15 and then put the A token on it to lock it for 5 more days. Or B, you travel to the dam to look for Red Jack. So we'll set up probably the dam, which is 421, and underneath it just put look 16. But I don't know what the dam is. Is it a level 3 location? Is it hard to get to? It's going to waste time. I don't know. Or do we just kind of stay in New Jensen and let this time track keep ticking and just get more stuff done? I don't know.
5 days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably more beneficial to us if we have things to do. Maybe we wait for him versus traveling and getting in trouble.
Tara would vote B. That's my guess if I were playing. But again, the dam could be like a tier 3 location. Could have, we're putting a card under it face down. So it won't have anything on top that ambushes us or anything like that. But it could be a very bad road event, which would also cost us food and time, which we only each have 1 food left.
Yeah.
So we're kind of struggling with the food. So maybe
wait for him.
Yeah.
And what if we got there and then he's gone?
Unless the dam is in New Jensen. I don't know if we're allowed to look. I don't know if we're allowed to look at, like, where's the map? I don't have it. It's in the box somewhere. Wherever the
I
box is.
see. Do I have it? No.
Yeah, the map would show us maybe how close the dam is, but I don't know. Oh, Doc knows this one, so no comment. Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, my gut says A on this.
Yeah, I'm down with A
Yep,
too.
sounds
Yeah,
good.
just do that.
So we can get food from under the side.
I need some money though first.
Or
Hope it's not a frozen goddamn.
So this is going under 406, right? Face down. Under
15. Place face down with an A.
with an A.
Doesn't say to put it on or under, whatever.
I don't have an A, so how
we're
about I
supposed to see the stuff right
how about I use a B?
Oh, it doesn't say under, so just put it on top. So
Okay, no problem, no problem.
maybe.
And I'm using B because I don't have A.
Or whatever. It doesn't really matter.
And then 5 days from now.
Then we can't see what you can buy from.
But it's just, I don't know.
How's
Yeah, I
that?
guess it doesn't matter.
How's that?
Sure.
And sorry, did it say
But
5
it's
days?
stories, so we kind of have to deal with it soon. 5 days from now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So day 11, we will uncover
Okay.
that.
So this is out of the game.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, buy anything over there?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't have any money.
No. We just
We need to go
let's go do some work or something.
We got to travel there, so we got to. Kyle will
This
roll.
one does the work under the side.
Well, no, but we could do some of these, which,
True.
so there's this one, which is an oil plant in danger little side quest, busy mission, where we actually set up another location, put something face down under it, and it's telling us we'll each gain 4 fuel cells and a frag grenade.
What's a frag grenade?
If we go there?
Well, if we do whatever is needed.
Yeah.
I don't know what's involved there. This one is set up another location. Holy locations, man.
Yeah.
Huge. This one's only a vehicle breakdown. It's level 1. So it's easier, I guess. But we need a battery. So maybe we should buy a battery before moving. But it costs 4 fuel cells.
A lot.
But it says each character will gain 3 food, 2 junk, and any stimulant. So we can gain first aid kits and antidotes and stuff. Or whatever one we want.
Oh, there's some good stuff here. What am I looking for again? Frag grenade.
Sure.
These stimulants are pretty good. I don't know where the frag grenade is. Is it? I'm assuming it's a backpack item, right? One of these little...
It'll be like
Oh, I got it. It's like the second last card. Or the second last token. Oh, I can put it here.
frag grenade, 2 uses. Has to be used at range 1, can't be used at melee. You roll 5 dice, hit on 0. And it hits the whole space.
Yeah.
It's an area attack.
Okay.
It's good for a bunch of weenie enemies all in the same space.
And there's 3 of them.
Yeah, because we'd all get one.
Okay.
I say we just do vehicle breakdown, because it's the 1.
Well, we have to travel there first.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm saying is we're looking ahead of time, because you're allowed to, for the purpose of, do we buy batteries before leaving? Because we don't have, right?
No. How much?
So batteries cost 4 at this place.
That's going to be your decision, I think, because you have the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, but look, so we're spending 4 batteries to get 3 food each. So that buys us more time so we can travel to these other foreign places.
Yeah.
Which we'll need to travel to this one. We'll eat our last food. And then we all could get like a first aid kit. You know, or an antidote or something, so we're not afraid of poison kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's good because...
And it mentions like an old transceiver as a reward. I don't know what that is, but that's probably the junk.
That's probably cool.
It's probably the junk. That's what that means.
Yeah, I think I agree. Buy the battery and then we can...
Okay, so setting 4 fuel cells. Again, I'd love to buy some armor, but I just don't know how we're getting fuel cells. It's like we just keep spending them to do things that don't give us more, but we're basically buying food.
Well, it's a discount because it costs 1 to buy food. So we're going to get 9 food.
Where's the food?
On most of these, like 1 is the cheapest.
Buying that.
We don't have any money. We did buy.
Here, I got 4.
Yeah, but this is cheaper because 3. We're each going to get 3.
Yeah, I see.
Plus, we're going to get a stimulant and some junk. I think that's right.
Clues? Volunteers for a car fix wanted. The car has been left near R58 to the north of town.
Oh, it's somewhere else.
Yeah, we know it's somewhere else because
Yeah,
it's like set up this location, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Tools and a power module required. Which I'm assuming,
the batteries.
Once fixed, bring the car immediately to New Jensen.
Oh, that's probably where we'll get the rewards. We got to trade them in.
I don't know.
So maybe we don't have enough food?
I offer some stimulants, a dozen cans of food, and old transceivers reward. Yeah, like it's not in New Jensen based on this driving it back to New Jensen. I don't know. Like I just don't get this game. I don't understand like what we're supposed to be doing other than just exploring around, because like I don't know, or should we just be spending time to do work and earn fuel cells that way? Probably not, right?
I don't think that's efficient, but
yeah, I know, but it's there.
I mean, maybe
how do you just buy some damn armor?
This thing unlocks on the next day, right?
Yeah. Maybe we go to the airplane wreck first. Or what's the other card under this? You had another card. Oil plant. Oh, this one we looked at. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Plant is called Paradise Lost. I don't know. I'm.
Let's just go with what we initially thought.
Yeah,
I think it's fine. If we're wrong,
what do you
we'll
wanna
learn. You will buy the battery.
Okay, 4 fuel cells by battery. Again, guys, we don't have to finish this game. I just want to see where it goes. But like, I literally like the game is not like it's just open, letting us do whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm going based on tips I read online of like kind of stick with New Jensen for the first 11 to 14 days and don't progress the story till you're at least leveled up once.
Which we're close.
And get scrap armor as fast as possible. But like, I don't think we've even earned enough for that. like
Well,
crafting.
we have to craft it in level 2, like in Alfarino. So
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense, but I think we're supposed to just buy it. But it's like 12 fuel
Yeah,
cells
12.
each.
Yeah.
But like we're not getting, we got that one like 6 fuel cells each that one time, but I think we spent it to buy the stuff for the jukebox
and we bought food, I think.
And we bought food.
Yeah, because we were rough on food. But the other thing is we can do this now while we're here, like buy the battery. We can also go to this airplane wreck. We could do that before we even go out to whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we get some food or some more money before we leave. But
We have the food to get to this thing that will give us food. Let's just
unless we don't get the food until we get back to New Jensen with the car.
Oh, true.
Like kind of like
I
you
see
take the
what you're
car back and then we'll pay you.
But I have no money for food.
No, I
so
think I don't think we worry about that yet. Is
Okay,
what
so
I'm
what
saying.
are we doing then? Okay.
So we're moving to
But we're starting this then, right?
Yeah.
So
well, which one is that
414.
on?
Okay, so
No, we
please-
have to move there.
No, what? I
No.
thought it was.
That was under a different card.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, where were these? Under this
I think they were
main
under this
square, I
one,
think,
yeah.
because this is where jobs are.
Yeah. So then we move. So we'll roll this.
Okay. Whoops.
Oh, we get an event.
Okay, green event. Yeah, RV says 7th Continent had a similar issue where it could be too open.
True.
And I think that adds to like what the design is for replayability. Like it's a single campaign in the game. You play through it once. You probably die your first time, and then you play it again and experience other things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the same stuff over again. But yeah, there's definitely no hand holding in this one. Like none.
Yes, you could
But that's
definitely run into
okay.
something
Like,
that you're
that's
not ready
kind-
for.
Yeah, that's kind of okay. Like it's good to have games like that to add variety of different types of adventure games, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm just like looking for a clue, and I'm like, I don't know. Like the completionist makes you want to do everything, every card there is, but you only have so much time. So like, are we screwing ourselves right now by doing all this stuff? I don't know.
Well, RV says you'll find out eventually whether that's actually a problem or not.
Yeah, true,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. We don't know yet.
All right, implant. Upon seeing you, a dark shape that seems to be just a part of the wall separates from it and closes on your group. The stranger's body is covered with mud. His long, greasy, disheveled hair falling on his shoulders. Hey, mister, just look at my hand. He reaches out, a wrinkled arm. Coils of cable protrude from it, and fragments of a steel skeleton can be seen beneath the mud. His arm must have been severed right under his elbow. This is the kind of prosthetic implant that lets you seal up even a mortal wound. A few months ago, it stopped working when some goddamn bandit tried to kill me. I can sell it to you for some food and meds. Just one condition. You'll remove it yourselves. A proper surgeon would cost more than all this is worth. The man smiles bitterly. Maybe you can get some value out of it.
Oh my God.
Option A, you buy the implant. The scarred we don't even have, so we can't do that. No use to us. Maybe you could use it to prop a door open. Look for some other fools, you old fart.
Well, I think we have to go with that.
Yeah, we're going B because it's the only option.
Yeah.
May you limp when you get old. I'll pray for that, you bastards. The old man walks away. Okay, discard.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man.
All right, so we moved.
So now we can do we want to do the vehicle breakdown
Yeah.
first?
Yep.
Okay. So that's that one. So I need to get card
414.
414. Location.
414 and under it, face down, 505. We have the battery.
Okay, 414 and then 405 is under it. 505. 505 is under it.
So, damaged vehicle. It's a level 1 location. Look at that. That's cool.
That's cool. The art is cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Put it over here, I guess. Stone location, though.
Okay.
All right. And we'll just keep this.
Yeah. Do we want to set up whatever this other one is, the oil
Sure.
plant? 415.
415, and under it, face down, 507.
415. 507.
Endangered plantation.
Oh. Interesting.
A lot of freaking cards.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What does working get us? Like that work thing on the card?
We move a day and then
I see.
But does work itself have a benefit?
I don't know.
It's just a way to spend time for money.
And,
But how much,
what do
2?
you get?
So for one day, each character would get 2 fuel cells.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
If we advance it one day, then this comes unlocked. I don't remember what that is.
That's the boxing one.
Oh, we
where
can box.
Can possibly earn money.
Yeah.
At least that's what it was
So-
describing. So that's where we want to get money.
Do we go there and then
Well,
work?
I figure
Or-
we just transfer the day like by going to one of these things and doing one of these rewards. Because this one gets us fuel cells, right? And a frag grenade.
Yeah.
That's the oil plant, but we want this.
And
one
worst
first.
case, if we don't have the food, we just lose the health, right? So Kyle won't go unconscious. Like if we do have
Not
to get
yet.
back to New Jensen,
It's a common theme with me. Just
I think we try. Okay, because it's gonna give us a stimulant as well.
Yeah. So we
Each.
could heal up after.
There's some pretty good ones that I would just quickly
okay.
look
So we're
through.
jumping back to the.
So we're going back to New Jensen.
Oh my
So we're
God.
gonna roll.
Oh,
Green one.
please be another old man.
Give us something good.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
something. Like let's run it into friendly person.
Booth. A crowd of people is gathered around one of the booths at the town square. Intrigued, you approach the place, curious about the offer. A thin man wearing a patchwork costume is standing on a low dais. Only here, exotic leeches to cure any illness and clean any wound. Behind the man, there's a big tent. You see a long queue of eager buyers in front of it. Option A. You take this opportunity to wait in the queue. The fee is 1 module for every willing character.
That could get you your health.
What's a?
It could just be getting rid of poison, though, or something,
yeah,
right?
What's the module?
Any of
Any
these
blue token.
tokens.
Any blue token.
Oh,
Yeah, it's weird. It's a square, but the tokens are round.
yeah.
You'd think that's a symbol for a die, but it's actually for a round token.
I'll give a die. How many do I
The
have?
guy who designed this game never played a game before. That's how it feels. He just made up his own world of games. That's how it feels. But anyways, you walk away. No sense in paying some charlatans.
What are you thinking?
Well,
I'm not going to do it, but if you
I'm
would like
not
to
going to
do
do
it,
it.
Kyle,
It's yeah.
but do we think it's healing?
well, you read this and you make the decision.
Oh my God.
Do you not want to try exotic? Is this guy selling snake oil? Who knows?
I mean,
Cure any illness and clean any wound. That sounds like heals poison and maybe heals health.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So
Your
if
choice.
it's up to you, and if
What?
you don't want to use whatever you have, we have like I could trade
Well,
you.
they all have a different value, right? If you look on your reference sheet
Yeah.
from top to bottom, then it's just the pricing reflects that.
Oh, junk is
Junk
number
is the
one.
cheapest, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I
no,
wouldn't
I
spend your
understand.
bullets. The firearms is number 3, and the optic is like money way down here.
Yeah, so not that.
Don't
So
spend
maybe
that,
it's
but
just some
I
junk.
could give you my junk if you wanted to see what happens.
I don't know. Like, if it is healing, I could use healing.
Yeah.
It could also make you grow an extra set of eyes or something. Like, who even knows with this game, man?
I don't know.
It could be the thing that poisons you.
Oh my god. Yeah, because we
No.
don't know, right?
I kind of want to do it.
Okay, so you want to use yours, or do you want to
Yeah,
trade for?
sure.
Or you can have that and have
We'll-
this too.
we'll
It
trade
doesn't matter.
and
You
then
pay it?
He's
yeah,
gonna pay.
I'll
Oh, sorry. I
spend
guess
it.
yeah.
Pay it away.
Pay
Here
the
we
junk.
go. Option A.
Please do something good.
The leeches turn out to be effective. Each patient heals 3 and removes poison.
There you go.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
A little bit of trust.
Okay. I mean, now we're all back
Okay.
to like a more reasonable health level, in case we run into hooligans on the road.
Yep.
Okay.
All
So
right.
now we're gonna have to spend because we're going to the vehicle. So we're gonna spend a
Is
day.
that the one we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The battery?
Yeah.
The battery.
Okay,
the,
okay.
the
So we're
three
gonna
food and
spend a day. This is
Yep.
gonna open up A, which is our boxing.
So we spend all our food.
Spend my last food. Okay, so A is open as well.
Yep,
Move
that's
this
great.
over here.
Yep.
We're gonna roll. You're gonna roll this one.
Oh,
I can't be responsible for all of
it's
this.
gonna be
Roll.
good. It's gonna be good.
Oh, road
Okay.
event. Level 1 road event.
Of course.
Road event level 1. That's these ones, yeah.
Sting.
Poison.
A woman is lying right in the middle of the road. She's wrapped in long robes and has a woolen hat on her head. You approach to check what's wrong with her. Maybe she has something to loot? After taking a closer look, you conclude that she must have been stung by some venomous insect. You have a small dose of antitoxin that might prove useful. Option A. You decide to inject the woman with it, though you have no rational reason to give valuable medicine to a stranger. Maybe you are not quite the soulless professionals you've considered yourselves to be until now. Option B. What if you needed this antitoxin? Such things are hard to come by nowadays. What's more, even if you help this woman, she probably has little or no chance of survival, considering her weakened state and distance to the closest human settlements. It would be a pity if the valuables she has on herself ended in the hands of someone else, or went to waste in these badlands. Okay, the bad morale thing, we don't have morale. I think that if based on our other information, this one we might gain a morale, this one we'd have to lose.
But we might gain her belongings. She might have some money or food.
Yeah, anyone?
No, I'm fine with B.
All right. Yeah. See, we would have gained one morale for the other one, but this one, oh, we lose morale? I don't have any. Eat it. So we're learning how to navigate this maze. You made up your mind. Now it's time to search your victim and keep moving. So we get 2 fuel cells and a night vision device.
Night vision device. Okay, give me 1 minute to find that.
Which I don't know if that's the same as the goggles. Oh no, there's
It's
like night
thing.
vision goggles and regular goggles, right, or something?
Oh, night vision device.
That's the same thing you have, though, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then there's goggles.
Yeah, which Kyle has, which ignore like weather. Or
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take those.
Okay. Oh, do I have it in the wrong spot?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for it. And
Sorry.
see it. All right. 2 fuel cells.
2 fuel cells are right here.
Yeah, just give them to somebody. It doesn't
here you
matter.
Go. You'd be the keeper of
and
the
each
money.
character loses morale, and this is gone from the game.
Oh, we all have morale. Or I do. I was the random character that got it.
Oh, you lose it. I'm sorry. Nope. I forgot that
That's
you
okay.
had some.
I did. It's fine.
But
I would rather what we got.
Sure. So we're in our next fight, and you're like, I wish I could move one more space. Remember those choices we made?
I do.
To loot that old lady.
Oh, I do feel bad for
dying
her.
woman in the street.
Why didn't we use that antidote on that little girl if we had it in our pocket the whole time?
I don't know. Who knows? All right.
Okay, so we're at the vehicle.
Vehicle breakdown. You're traveling on Route 58, equipped with the gear necessary to repair the car. When you reach the area mentioned by the paymaster, you move to the roadside. You start to walk stealthily along the bushes growing close to the road and keep approaching your destination step by step. You can hear a loud squeal from afar. You peek over the last rock between you and the car. The wreck is right there, surrounded by a pack of giant rats. They must have smelled something edible inside. They keep jumping around and trying to chew their way through a thick tarpaulin or through their fellow rats. Many are hanging from protruding straps and ropes. Option A. You cock your guns and come closer, ready to repel the aggressive creature's attack, which would be quest number 2. Or you retreat half a mile and lie hidden till the next day. Maybe the pack will finally give up and leave the area. So we would lose a day and we'd take a damage because we don't have food. And we'd draw event card 520, which could be another quest and a different setup, or who even knows? It could just be now you're fine, you get your stuff. I don't know.
So in a situation like this, like losing 1 health because we don't have the food to eat, is that less than what we would lose in a fight?
But it's also a day that we lose from the 56 we have to afford to win the game.
Yeah.
Which means it'd probably give us, I don't know, actually.
Rats. Do we think
rats
trust
this game? Like, I feel 520 would be just another
fight them anyways.
Yeah,
they're still there and they're pissed.
Or like you wait behind the thing and then the rats smell you and they come to fight you and they get to attack first versus you attacking them first. Like, this is what I believe in this game.
Or the rats go away, but now you've got this other.
Yeah, now we have bandits.
Now a giant spider monster shows up to deal with it. All right. I'm thinking A, just based on I don't want to lose health because we don't have the food.
Okay, then I can.
If I had the food, I would say probably let's try the next one, maybe. But
okay, rats. I got to assume rats are not that.
They're little.
Yeah.
It's just quest number 2. It's probably real easy because quest number 1 was easy, right?
Was it? I don't remember.
It was the intro one where the guys all started damage and you beat one of them and the other one runs away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we're picking our cards first.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna put in some. I'm gonna put in some medical cards then. So that I can heal
heal and buff our thing and
You have 4 of them. You definitely need to put in a... I'm putting in 3 heal cards. See what happens with that.
I'm assuming the rats are all probably melee attacking.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a feeling there's going to be quite a few of them, though. Like, not like just 1 or 2.
Well, it could be like, you know, super rat comes and all the little ones disappear, and then we gotta fight one big boss.
Yeah, that's true. Could be like a mama and her babies.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Quest number 2. You can remove this from the game, it looks like. Quest 2, daytime. Upon seeing you, a few of the rats scuttle away from the wreck and hide nearby. Unfortunately, the squealing sounds have attracted others, and you see their dreadful silhouettes emerging from the darkness. If you don't want to become dinner, you'll need to reach the vehicle and repair it as quickly as possible. It's in pretty rough shape, but if you can keep the rats away long enough to get the engine running, it might get you back to town in one piece. WAS 02 and 04, which 04 we had. What's one of them?
Just this one.
Okay.
2 is good.
So 2 is there. So rotate it. Yeah, no.
Nope, this
yep,
way.
like that.
Yep.
And then this one.
All right.
Let's just read here. Special rules. In order to repair the vehicle, the character who has the required parts, oh, that's me, must perform 2 interact actions. So basically spending their whole turn while on the space with the vehicle. In performing these actions, the character cannot be engaged in melee combat with any enemies. If the character enters melee combat before performing the second interact action to finish repairing the vehicle, they lose their progress and must start the repairs over from the beginning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
At the beginning of each turn, starting with turn 3, deploy Giant Rat *4 on spaces 3A/B. Oh, down at the bottom.
Down at the bottom. So, they're coming out of their hiding spots.
Okay, so where's the car?
In each turn.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Do we have a car?
How did you know that?
I don't know. Looks like a
I
tank
just
or something.
assumed.
It's a picture that's not on the actual
down here.
card.
Setup. Here we go. A, B, C, and D. So
Oh, use any unused token to represent the vehicle.
Oh, I don't have
Come
a car? Like all these tokens and you don't give me a car?
okay, so anyways, giant rats we need the enemy card for, and you need to place 2 giant rats each on A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
I read that first.
Okay, so I need 6 or 8. Did you say 2 on?
2 on each of the 4 spaces.
Don't you need 10?
Here's 4.
I think you need 11 in total, right? Because you have to place 3 right at the start.
I only have 8, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll just do it in order, and if it tells us to take any off, we'll do that after. But the spacing matters. So do you have the token for a car? Can you just grab anything, a gun or something? I don't know, whatever.
Down.
Just one of those stands.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Anything
This
you
is gonna
want,
be
just
good.
anything. Weird, but sure. So.
That's right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, let's use the yellow one.
Rat's facing the right way.
How many? It was how many? 1, 2,
2 on each
4.
space.
Oh, 2 on each space.
Yeah. A, B, C, and D.
Yeah. Okay. Facing away, facing towards, and facing towards.
Yeah. Don't matter for us tagging them from behind and the side and all that stuff. Then it says A and B are deployment zones for new enemies. 3 A and B should be. So sorry. 1 A, B, and C and D are spawns. 3 A and B are deployment zones. 4 is the character deployment zone all the way over here. So if you want to just throw us there for now, but we'll figure out, we'll talk it out. And findings times 2 are in 5. So those you can spend a single action to pick up the findings tokens, which you'll find out what the findings are at the end of the scenario.
So let me just.
But I'm sure they're probably just, yeah, you roll a d6 for each finding you've collected. On a 1 to 3, it's a fuel cell. 4 to 5, it's a junk. And a 6, it's a chemistry module or whatever. Okay.
So is that here or the other side? Sorry. I'll just put these as like little tokens so we know where they are to do it.
They have tokens for the findings, I believe.
Doc is saying.
Oh, these. Yep.
Doc is saying he thinks there was a card.
Oh, there is a card.
Oh, there might be. Version? I'll check.
If he remembers correctly.
I'm thinking, is it this? This is what I thought it was. There's like this broken down car. Maybe?
Yeah, that was,
okay.
Yeah, sure.
And it is a hiding. Okay, so we'll use that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that token does look like that shape that's there.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, whatever.
Use any token.
Use any token for the car or the token that's in the box. Mission objective is to repair the vehicle by the end of turn 5. Okay, so again, special rules. In order to repair the vehicle, character must be there who has the battery. We can trade the battery at any time we're in the same space.
So you can't be attacked though, because that would be melee combat if you're being attacked.
Yeah, or if there's an enemy in his space, he's engaged in melee combat.
Yeah, that just means you have an enemy in your space.
So we have to keep the enemies out of his space.
Right.
You must perform 2 interact actions while in the space of the vehicle, and perform these actions. The character cannot be engaged in melee combat with any enemies. If the character enters melee combat before performing the second interact action, they lose progress, must start over from the beginning. At the beginning of each turn, starting with turn 3, so for turn 3, 4, and 5, then it's over, we're going to put 2 rats on each space, 3A and 3B down here.
So as we kill them, they're going to keep coming back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the 2 and 3 character thing.
Yeah, we'll get there. So the characters start the mission. Well, that's nice. That's nice. We get to play first for once. Victory. Each character regains 7 experience. So that
that's enough to level up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need
level
to
up
win
today. And then 2 food is a reward for completing this task. So this is in addition to, I'm assuming, the food that we'd get later for doing this.
Wonderful.
Roll a d6, and this will get your findings. Okay. On defeat, though, we would place 505. Last resolved by the characters face up over this location. Each character gains only 1 experience and 2 food. If any character retreated from the board, they lose a health. You can't retry this mission immediately or return on a later day to try again. Oh, sorry. You can retry this mission immediately or return a day later to try it again. And you would also lose a time if you lose.
Okay.
Sucks. For 3 characters during setup, deploy only 1 enemy, which Kyle probably already corrected.
Yep.
At the beginning of every enemy turn, starting with turn 3, deploy only 3 enemies on each space. 3A and B instead of 4 on each, right?
Oh, okay.
But again, if we don't have the miniatures, I'm assuming you just kind of start filling A first, then B, and with what you can. The enemies, but I'm assuming by that turn of 3, we would have killed some, so we'll have some to deploy, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're in real trouble. Enemies should be deployed randomly on the marked spaces. Okay, so we randomly place them if we don't have enough. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
And that is that.
They also only have 1 health and roll no defense. So.
Can I see that card?
You sure can. So they should be easy to kill, which is good.
Oh, look at that cute little ratty. 1 health. They do a melee attack, 2 dice, hitting on 3 or less. If they're at any range, they would move 1 to the target and melee attack. If they can't reach you in 1 movement, then they would just move 2 to the target. They have poison. When performing an attack on each hit that equals 1, I'm assuming that's what that means, roll an additional d6. On a 1 to 3, the character suffers poison. On a result of 4 to 6, nothing happens. So every time they bite you, for each bite, you have a chance, 50-50 chance of being poisoned.
Oh, that's terrible.
Fan-frickin-tastic. This world is so beautiful and positive. Sunshine and rainbows all around this world here. Everything is fine.
We just gotta kill them before they can get us, I guess.
Yep. So ranged attacks would be nice because they don't roll defense.
Right.
So it's finally nice to fight an enemy who's on our level for once.
Or maybe, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who basically does the same damage we do and the same defense we have. But there's a lot of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, and since we didn't spawn them all like you would have in a 4-player game, we're going to be able to have some to spawn anyway very quickly, so that's cool.
Yeah, only when the rats roll a 1, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah, only when they roll a 1. Sorry, yes. Not each time they bite you for sure. Only when they bite you on a super success.
Who wants to go first? You need to get here, Robin. You need to spend 2
Unless
actions.
I trade with one of you guys, but it's an action to trade to give that to someone else. But I'd be okay with that. But what we need to do is something where maybe not the closest one, and then for next turn, like I need to try to get in that space, but I can't be the closest one to all the rats. That's the problem. So I think we need to kill a bunch of rats first to clear the board a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run down and grab these things.
Not yet.
Fine with that.
Not yet. Let's at least let Rob get to here.
By rats that all spawn right here.
Yeah. No, before turn 3.
Yeah.
Right? These,
Yeah.
they don't.
As long as you're close to the rats and you draw them away, that's what we kind of want to do, right?
Yeah, but once you get to, you'll have to do some like zigzag.
I can't go to the car yet. Because if I go to the car now and I'm closest and no one else is closest, or we're all in the same spot, those rats will all just move into that space and then we're kind of screwed.
I can only move 2 spaces.
Well, I didn't take any move cards because I took.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. I took a move 1. I was thinking like
I did technically, I guess.
I should have.
I guess my heels have 2 move on them, so
What's
I can heal myself on the first one.
1, 2, and then can you shoot at
Yep.
that angle?
How do these guys move? What's their movement? Just like
they're going melee attack. So move
they would
1.
Just move 2 to us, right? If we're not within 1 range, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they're within range 1, they'll move 1 in melee. If they're not, they're going to move 2 to target. So they can move 4 technically.
So I can go here and just attack this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because this is, if it's +1 away, then I roll 3.
Can you start me in the bottom corner then? I guess it doesn't really matter.
What do you mean, like here?
No.
Here?
Yeah. I think. Or maybe I sneak around the back.
Yeah, that's a play as well.
But because I'm assuming all these guys will move this way, right?
Yeah, I think I could take this guy out. Right? I'm rolling 3.
No. I'll stay on this side. I'll stay on this side.
He has no defense. As long as you get anything through, he's dead.
Yeah, no, but I'm just trying to figure out what I roll.
Oh.
So this is, because I'll be here, it's like +1 away. Is that
Yeah,
how I read this?
1 range, so it's 3 dice.
3 dice.
And you hit on whatever the
Plus,
range attack
oh yeah,
is.
because it's, oh yeah.
So you hit on 2s.
1 range away is...
Or less.
I'll have to move 2. So it was...
Uh-oh. I think we just kind of let them move to us. So this turn's kind of like a,
I can try to kill one of them.
But remember, you could play this and do a range attack reacting to them moving. So if you get close enough, you literally can say like before it even moves, or like as soon as it does its move, you can interrupt its action and range attack it and maybe kill it before it even attacks you. Stuff like that. So maybe we just get in a position where we're like ready for them to move at us. Which I don't have either. I could have an enemy move 1 less space.
Well, I was going to move 2 and then do a ranged attack.
Go ahead. Do whatever you're thinking.
Well, yeah, I was thinking like I
just
go
don't get
1.
eaten by like 8 rats all at once.
So I move 2.
Yep.
And I can't do a melee attack, so this card's just done. Right?
Okay, yep.
And then I'm going to do my second one, which I can just... No, I don't want to be in that space. Or do I want to be in that space? What's the brick wall thing do?
That helps you against range attacks, but these guys don't range attack, so it's useless.
They're just going to see you anyways.
And you don't want them all piling up in that space because that's the space I need to go to, or one of us needs to go to use the battery to fix the car. So you need to keep the rats out of that space.
They roll 2 dice.
I'll move here. And I'll just get this guy.
Instead?
Move 1.
Okay.
And then I'll do a range attack with 2. So it's only one space away, so it's 3. Looking for...
I wish you had an armor, like just a roll one blue die. I can buy you armor after this.
1 hit? Yep.
He's dead.
Boom.
She's gonna put them all here because some of them are gonna come back.
Yeah.
Later.
That's it for me.
Okay.
1 down.
I'm trying to think of like how to position myself. Like I can go here and shoot on this guy, but then these guys may come. Oh,
They'll move 2 to the
move
closest.
2. So then they'll.
And then they'll have an action to do whatever they do melee.
Well, I'm gonna do my range
melee attack.
I'm gonna do my range attack first. As soon as whoever tries to move, I think I'm in a position where I could hit both of them. So.
All right, so I guess I just do this for myself then. Move 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then heal 2, including the medic, so I can just heal myself. And then ranged attack, a 2-hit of 3. I am 1 away, so I'm rolling 4 dice. I get +1 on my 2 hits, so 4 dice, and I'm hitting on 4. Or lower. At least 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this one's dead. And then I can move 1 space. Do I get to move with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could melee them too when they get in the space.
Oh, I can't melee them. No.
Oh, is that what your gun does? Or you just don't have a card that lets you do it?
I don't have a card that lets me do it, and
then
yeah,
don't.
no.
Well, then why do we give you the melee gun? Do you have any cards in your deck that let you do melee attacks? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I just took
I just took
3 heals, so I can heal you guys.
I don't have a way to melee
So maybe I go here.
other than the crappy
Here.
1-die melee.
What?
You'll get probably a tag. They'll come to you, but then once you take some damage, I can move 2 spaces and heal you on the next turn, and I can do it twice technically.
Why do you want to move back?
Because I don't want to be a target.
It won't be, because it'll go up to just the closest enemy.
Well, then I can move here.
Oh, but if... Oh, yeah, that's right, actually. You are the same distance, right?
Yeah.
Technically? Because they could just move diagonally to you, so it's a
So I have
die
to move
roll?
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need it to be you, so then I
That
can
makes
heal
sense.
you.
Here. Oh no, they can't do range anyway. That's fine.
Yeah. No, this is good. I'm good with that one.
Seems
Okay.
to me your plan is for me to get hurt so you could heal me. Got it.
Well,
I'm going to try and stop
you
one
can
of these
also
rats from getting to you.
Okay.
But...
and you can also melee where
well, I'm going to do a range
so...
attack as soon as it starts coming at me, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'll get 1. Probably.
Okay. And then Rob's turn.
Well, I'm my line of sight of this thing.
Of what thing? Sorry.
Any one of these rats.
Oh, the rats.
You're facing this direction. So if I move like 1 over,
then no.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is move 1 space and hide. No, move me up this way.
Sorry,
Move me up this way. And then I hide, so I need my hidden token, which is going to be the blue one with an eyeball and it's crossed out.
Yeah.
So place that on the board instead of my miniature and pass me my miniature. So now I'm hidden. Because I'm out of line of sight, I can become hidden. Now they'll never target me, think of me, unless I enter their line of sight somehow. But I don't know, I'm just goofing around. But I don't have a move 2 or anything. And then that is me. Done.
okay. So their turn.
Okay.
So 1 at a time.
Yep.
They're not in melee space, so they're not moving.
So
move
it's
2.
going to move 2.
Wait, before is this?
Yeah, you can range attack, whatever.
Yeah, I'll do range.
So you want it to like move here and interrupt it, so you're like closer range, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
So
it's better to be 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3
dice.
What do you
Hitting
think?
on
2 or lower.
2 or lower.
Not the greatest, but
Got him.
Take
Okay.
him out.
So he's
So
dead.
This one will go. He'll move 1, 2,
Okay.
and then for his other action, he wants to just melee attack you.
Yep. He's rolling 2 dice, and he's sitting on 3 or lower.
And then he won, so we'll have to do that poison stuff.
Yeah. You want to
no, I don't
roll?
want to roll.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
2 hits.
Damage.
Ooh,
And then roll another die.
You're rolling the one to see if you get poisoned, though. I'm not doing
it
that.
can't be a 6, right?
3.
I thought it had to be a 6 to get poisoned.
What are you looking at?
The results for if you're poisoned. Oh, it's on here.
Yeah,
Roll a
we're waiting for you to
Oh,
read it.
1 to 3, the character suffers poison. Ooh.
So you're poisoned. So we
Sorry,
flip
Kyle.
this, boom, you're poisoned.
Great.
So every time a day passes, you're losing a health.
But we'll see if we can get a
Great.
stimulant that
think.
can fix that.
Or, yeah, that's what it is, I think.
Yeah.
Well, if I just go unconscious, am I still poisoned?
Yeah.
Yep. You have to literally get an antidote or go somewhere to buy. We have to go to like a medical place to pay for like the removal of it or whatever.
Luckily, we didn't give it to the lady. Don't really have it. Okay. Then these guys. The first one will move
Okay,
2.
an enemy moves 1 less space by playing this card. So
Okay. So
one of them will just move 1.
And then the second action move 2.
And he doesn't do anything else.
Right.
This one, 1, 2. And then does the move in and some melee attack? Is it modified at all?
No.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, you're already poisoned. I guess it doesn't matter, but you lose 1 health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I can heal your health, but I can't.
Poisons make an unpoison, right?
No.
All right, back to us.
Back to us. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can't draw until my turn.
You want to go first while you have them in their
They're
space?
in there.
Yep. Go
Because
ahead.
if I
Just start
range
crushing.
in, then.
Might as well.
Oh yeah. So I guess we should be tracking turns here. So we're going on
that's right.
turn 2.
Yep. Yeah. Every time we take a turn, we're supposed to move it up to know who went on the turn. I keep forgetting that's even a track.
I'll do a melee attack on one of these guys.
Okay.
My melee is 2 + 2 is 4. Looking for 2 or less.
2 or less?
Nothing.
Ooh. Okay.
I can reroll 1 die with that. There we
Nice.
go.
Okay.
1 gone. The second part of this is just do another melee attack.
Are you doing? You're doing like the 2 on the top, right?
Yeah. Can't target the same enemy.
Yeah. So you could. Let's see. You could target one, then the other, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
So I killed one on the first thing. I just happened to use another card to change it. That's why I killed it. I use when performing a melee. I reroll a die.
How did you do that first melee attack? With this card?
Yeah, with that card.
Oh, I see.
This is the first card I put out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I had to use this the second part to change it to enhance it so I could actually kill one. Now I'm using the second part, which is another.
Cool. I get what's happening.
Got him.
Got him.
But this is still only...
That's your
one
first
action.
action
Yeah,
only.
you still have one more.
That's why I was confused when you played the card out. I was like, are you on a second action now? Because you can hit them all.
Try again.
Okay, nice. Got him.
I can't do the second melee, so... Cool. That's it for me.
Don't use character tokens for turn track. Just use a single generic token. Use the character tokens for choosing random character when needed, in my opinion. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that too.
We can just do the die roll. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, just pick them up and like drop one or put them in a bag or something. But yeah, just a die roll's fine.
Okay.
As long as we remember the numbers.
I will go next. I will move 2, and I will heal Kyle for 2. And then I will move 1, but I'll forgo the move, and I will heal you again for 2.
Oh, sweet.
So hopefully
Feel
the
the
poison
power.
doesn't help. It doesn't hurt. Oh, I didn't even draw up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You do
Yeah,
something
really
else?
should have done my move. Okay, just move me for 1 diagonally to the car, and then move me 1 more. That's all I got because. Well, I guess I could have just moved with these 2 cards to toss them. So maybe I can draw into my move 2. But yeah, like I can't even do it next turn either.
So sorry.
I should have started with that move 2 card, like as one of them, because it's like really powerful. And now I see why it doesn't have a bottom on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
right. you're there, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then the rats are coming at the start of turn 3.
Start of turn 3.
Which is now.
Are we in 3?
Yeah.
Already?
What?
Yeah, we did.
We've only done on twice each.
Yes, this is the start of round 3.
Oh, that was a round because there's no enemy action. So all 3 of us just went.
Remember, you went here, hid. That was your first round.
Yep.
Then now
round 1.
Yeah. Now round 2, you just did this.
Oh, okay.
And now start of round 3 is.
Then we spawn. Okay.
Yeah. So we need 1 or 3, I think it said, right?
Yeah.
For 3 characters, and then
Deploy
random.
only 3 enemies on each space, 3 A and B. They should be deployed randomly on the mark spaces, but we have enough to deploy them all. So 3 and 3.
Oh, on each.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Here you go.
Oh, we don't know what they face.
I'm assuming they face us.
Sure.
Do they?
I assume
Or is
so.
it
Yeah, they're
random?
coming
It's
from.
fine. Sure.
I think it's random.
All right. It's random.
I don't know. Maybe there is a way to randomly determine facing. I don't know,
Whatever.
but I don't care.
They're gonna come our way. That's fine.
Okay. I think, Rob, do you go and do this, get onto the cart?
Well, he has to use 2 actions.
But yeah, I can't do it this turn,
Yeah, you'd have
so
to
it
move
doesn't
there.
matter. But sure, I'll go and then just draw 2 cards.
Hopefully move, right? Yeah.
Well,
Because you have to be there at the start of your next
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. So just move me 1 space. I'll just hold my cards, I guess. Okay, done. Next. Well, I guess I'll do 1 action on it. 1 interact action. So it's done 1. 1 repair on the car.
They have to do it in the same turn.
No.
No?
No, it's just if you...
It just resets if they interrupt it. But it's just 2 interact actions. Obviously, you want to do it in the same turn, just end it.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to end it yet because you guys want to get these, right?
I mean, potentially, yeah.
Well, that's where I'm going.
We have 5 days.
I just don't want to get
It's
poisoned.
the end of day 5. So, like, I'll just...
Not so bad.
You guys just need to get between me and these rats because the rats can't get to me or we're in trouble. But I can, on the 5th round, just end it.
I can go now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
Okay, hold on.
Unless you guys don't want to lose more health. But you guys still get a turn right now anyway.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm all about losing health. Okay, I'll move 2 spaces. 1, 2, and then what? I just do an interact with that?
And then you just take that token, and then we'll figure it out at the end.
Yep. Just put it here, and then you'll roll a die at the end, and we'll find out what it is. Assuming we live.
That's the end of my turn, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So they're all coming to me. Great.
All right, and then 1, 2. Sorry, so whatever. We'll just move us all up to 4 now because that's my turn. Okay, so I can move 2 spaces. 1, 2. I don't have any way to move 3 spaces to get that. So I think it's silly.
Oh yeah, you lost your your token.
It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I knew it was gonna come back around. If I only had this token to move 1 more space.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, they're going for me. It's fine.
So as long as you move up 1, you won't be the target.
Yeah, I can. So I can.
Or you can take some pressure off of Kyle.
Yeah, I can do move 2 spaces. I'll just move 1. And then I can attack.
Range attack? You can do it 1, 2, 3 away?
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, let's do...
Or 1, 2, 3 away.
Okay, so let's do range attack of a 2-hit value of 3. I am 3 away, so I roll 2 dice. My 2-hit value is 3, but it's minus by 1, so I'm hitting only on 2 or less. But I may re-roll. I'll just go for one of these ones. I don't think it really matters. Got it. Okay. And then I may move 1 space. I think I go like that. Just in case. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, done. Their turn.
All right. So do you have any reactions for these guys?
No. You just add 1 defense during an enemy melee attack.
Okay.
Which is good.
So they're basically all just doing like a move, 2, and attacking. So you're gonna basically deal with 5 attacks. So if you just want to go through the motions.
Okay, this is 1. They hit on 3 or less. So 2 hits.
Yeah, because even if my enemy moves 1 on the space, they still would like move 1, and then they would just move it in attack anyway.
Well, sure. 2 hits right now, but I'll do this during enemy attack.
Okay.
+1 defense. It's probably not gonna.
So 1 hit. Okay. Then this is rat number 2. 1 hit.
Great.
Rat number 3.
How many is there?
Nothing.
Yes.
4. Nothing. 5.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You got it. All right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh man, only 1. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Our turn. You guys want to?
Yeah. Let's.
this stuff?
Can I go get that fine?
Yeah. Just grab it. Can you get it? Please say yes. 1, 2, and then pick up.
I don't. Only if I draw a move 2 card.
I can do it, but
I don't know.
No, but then you would get attacked. What's their melee?
I'm not gonna do it.
How many dice?
2 dice.
Gonna do it.
So they'd roll 2 dice hits on 3 or less.
I mean, I can see what I draw.
Yeah, Mel, go.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, I got 2 of them. So let's move 2 spaces and pick up this finding.
Great. Okay, I'll go and just end the scenario. I repair the car.
Okay.
Done.
Car is fixed.
Okay. Scenario over. Victory. Each character gains 7 XP and 2 food. And the reward for completing this task.
7, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, so the reward for completing the task is on that card,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Which is this.
Oh, which is this
Ah,
one?
yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it means this, right? So I'm going to spend the battery. And we're also each getting
2 food from that too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
5 food
sure.
total. 7 experience each.
There's 5 food.
Yep.
I have 5.
That's
You
morale.
have 5?
I'll give you morale back if
Oh,
you give me food.
Sorry. Sorry, right beside each other.
Those glasses work, right?
They do. It's,
Oh, okay. Just
sometimes
double-checking.
it's not about the glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a problem between the hair and the glasses.
2, 3. No, it's a problem between the brain and the
Oh man, we got 20 now.
1,
Oh,
2,
it's amazing.
3, 4, 5.
Amazing leveling up.
Yeah. And then what's this? We also get a stimulant of our
okay.
choice.
Well, we
So there's a
Did you give
bunch.
out the 2 junk each?
No,
we gotta get the junk.
I'm
Okay.
doing
Junk.
2 and 2. 2.
And then you,
Two
I don't know what all the stimulants are
I
that to choose
know.
from. Obviously, there's probably the first aid kit, the antidote. That's all I know of. But there's probably other ones like steroids, super strength.
Well, some of them actually say stimulant.
You know the food is poison rat meat, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's just a little chewy. And Kyle and Mel, you're each going to roll a d6 to find out which fun little prize you get for your finding. So let's roll one for you and then roll one for Mel. So Kyle gets a fuel cell and Mel gets a junk.
Thanks, Kyle.
Hey.
So some of them specifically say stimulant on them. I'm assuming that's all we get the choice of, which so far are these 3.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
I'm assuming.
I just thought it was any type of item that had that symbol was a stimulant, but it's not. That makes sense.
I'm just looking through the rest
This
of
is fine. This is fine.
Yeah,
This
but
is what we
making sure
get.
that's it.
Yeah. I was not familiar with this. I did not know, but now we know. So you could get cat, which ignores night rules, lasts for a whole scenario. So you can use it for 2 different scenarios because it looks like you spend it, then you would flip it. It would have 1 use left, but it lasts for like up to 12 rounds, which is the max rounds of an encounter. But you would lose a health for taking it.
I think they all lose a health.
Yeah, so they're this like
Oh, that's why this
there's
is.
trade-off of using drugs.
There's
Makes
only
sense.
1 of each, right? Is there?
Yeah,
No,
no. There's
probably
more.
more. Yeah,
Okay.
It's probably 4 like for each
I see.
character.
Makes so much more
fear
sense
out
now.
is 2 uses. It lasts only 4 rounds, so you could probably use it during the same scenario after the 4 rounds are gone or whatever. It gives you +1 to your melee dice rolls, but you lose a health.
So I
One
don't.
health at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
That you use it probably, right?
Oh, 1 health at the end of the turn.
Yeah, I don't think you lose the health now. I think you, because I have a card here and I didn't understand what it was, but now I do. It says stimulants you use during this mission have no negative effects.
Oh.
And I didn't
cool.
really understand, but like now I
Increased
do.
accuracy, +2 to your hit value, but you lose a health, and it lasts for only 2 rounds. I would take kicker.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
You want
but
kicker too?
No, I think fear out makes more sense.
You're the melee guy. Kind of
Yeah.
makes sense. Just rolling more dice, could do more hits, get around the
Yeah.
defense.
So I
But-
think
For 4 turns in a row, though, you get that bump.
I'll take kicker as well.
Okay.
Wait. 4 turns in a row, I get the bump. That means I'm going to lose 4 health
No.
if it goes 4 turns. Right?
Oh, maybe.
If it ends up
Yeah.
going 4 turns from the point taking it.
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go check the book. There's examples for this stuff. Whoops. Did we get all this?
It must be. So it's like I have to time it. It's like, I think there's only going to be 2 turns left.
No,
so
no,
I
no.
take it now.
Let's read first. Maybe we can solve this mystery.
What?
So one of the things out in the 2nd edition rulebook was like a whole bunch of examples how items work because they were obviously super confusing. But there are some examples for this stuff. So which one you want to know about this? Oh, here this.
Oh, there's more.
There's 2 examples for stimulants right here, so they'll probably answer our questions. So the kicker stimulant. Here, maybe I can make this bigger. The kicker stimulant is 2 use. After the first use, the token should be flipped to the side mark of the 1 instead of 2, discarded after the 2nd use. The stimulant enhances the user's accuracy, providing a +2 modifier to all 2 hit rolls in the turn it's ingested and in the following turn. So it only works for 2. Okay. The stimulant can be used both during melee and range attacks. Using the kicker does not require any action. Once 2 turns pass, immediately after the character is finished resolving its last action, they lose a health.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well,
If you just lose
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay, unless it says.
But that's not worded.
No, it's definitely not worded very good at all. Let's see what the cat stimulant says, because it just says lose 1 health at the end. The other one says lose 1 health at the end of the turn. So this one says the user loses 1 health after ending the mission.
Okay.
Which would make sense because it goes for 12 rounds, and 12 rounds is the max that a mission could ever be.
So the cat stimulant, you only lose 1. The kicker, you also
only lose 1 health at all.
1.
Because that would be way too expensive to be losing 1 health every single round this is in effect. That's nuts. Because you're also taking hits from enemies. We literally only have like 6 health. The max health you can have even in the game when you're a superhero is 10, it looks like, or 11. So like, no, you don't take this drug in for 12 rounds.
Tim's thinking no, but you would time it so that like you don't. Well, that one's at the end anyway. The stimulant. It's really only the kicker or the fear out one that says at the end of the turn.
And it clues right there.
Yeah.
Once 2 turns pass, immediately after the character is finished resolving its last action, they lose 1 health.
Yeah.
So it obviously doesn't hit every single round. It's just when you're done and this thing wears off, you're hurt.
Yeah.
So you're obviously pumped up, you're super powered, and then when you're done, it's like you get a little crash.
Yeah. It should just say lose 1 health after you discarded this card.
I know, we don't make the rules.
This game is not made by like English as a first language.
After
person.
2
this
turns,
is a translated rule book. This is what happens, a translated game. So
after 2 uses.
Do you guys have a card like this about stimulants or any kind of like negating?
We're not medics.
No,
I know.
We don't deal in the drug trade, Mel.
Yeah.
Okay, so just me then.
All right. So we got all our goodies. We're finished.
Nothing there could help Kyle, unfortunately, with his poison.
It's whatever. It's fine.
So my hidden didn't really matter. Philip, thank you for subscribing. Okay. All right.
What were we doing?
What do you want to do?
Where are we?
Kyle, you tell us when to end too, by the way, because we can wrap it up at any point. I'll leave it up to you. We can take a break at any time too. Also, you just say this game can just never stop. So it's like we choose when a session ends, which I like. That's kind of neat. It does suck when you think like I'll just end after 1 more card, and then it's like, oh no, it's a big battle. What do we do? Yeah, at least setup is not that long. And it's fine.
Well, I think we should go back to New Jensen, right?
Yeah, take this vehicle that we repaired. Where do we take it?
Finish this thing, right?
It doesn't matter because I think we got the reward and everything for that, right? It was just like story fluff.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no driving in this game. Not allowed.
Okay. So we're going back to
play forever, says Doc. No, thank you.
Did we go back to New Jensen at least?
I don't think you could live.
I would love to play this game on a weekend and play for like 6 hours straight, but Kyle's agent told us he's not available on weekends, so we try all the time. But
we take what we can get.
Yeah, we get him for our weeknights, and if it's a couple hours, it's a couple hours. I'm happy with that. It's better than 0.
True.
Oh, we can level up.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
How do we do that?
I didn't know if we were gonna do it today. I did read it quickly today. And I think I remember what's done, but I don't want to screw it up and miss something because we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, we're all at 23, I think. Yeah.
Level up. I don't know what. All right, let me just see where that is in the rule book. Mel, you have the rule book there too. If you can find me a page number, I forget where the index is in this, if there even is one.
Yeah, it's at the back.
Is at the back? Oh,
yep.
Okay. That explains.
But level up is not.
For the table of contents, no table of contents. Just index.
Just look for experience.
I can probably just. Oh yeah, experience
leveling.
probably.
No, it's probably under experience.
Advancement, maybe. That's it.
There is no experience. What?
Experience level
There you go.
12.
Oh.
Let's try that.
36.
Character development. After mission ends, players gain XP that may be spent to buy new action cards for their deck or skill cards that permanently affect Hunter's abilities and characteristics. They may also collect any gear or modules found on the board, as well as take rewards for jobs done and scavenge resources from any destroyed enemy modules. Experience levels. Characters can spend experience gained during the game in order to advance to higher levels. XP are awarded at the end of each resolved mission according to a subscription. They may also be gained as a result of resolving instructions from story, town, and road cards. Any XP gained may be spent to advance the character levels described below. A character who wants to change their character level discards a proper number of previously gained XP, not an improper number. A proper number of previously gained XP, 20 XP to advance to level 2.
Where's the rest of that bracket?
Right here.
Level
On the
2.
next line.
I see.
After the character's level changes, the level and health tokens should be advanced on the character sheet by 1 space to the right. So you keep the same amount of wounds you got, basically. Acquiring action cards. When a character levels up, they gain new health level and new action cards as reward. There are 7 new cards available at each character level, including 6 action cards and 1 skill card. The character's controlling player chooses 4 out of those 7 cards. 7 available ones. 3 cards not chosen by the player removed from the game. So there's some replayability here and leveling up and building your deck. That's kind of neat. The player will not have any opportunity to obtain them later. From now on, all chosen action cards are added to the character's action deck, while any skill cards are slid under the character sheet. But we have to make our deck 25 cards before every scenario. So there's this step that we've been skipping because we only start with 25 cards, but now we'll gain 4 new cards. So you have to decide 4 cards to basically take out of the deck before choosing your 5 to start the scenario with.
Before you have any knowledge of what the scenario is.
Yeah.
Just based on whatever.
But you can just take out cards like, I have cards that improve area attacks. I don't have a weapon that even does that.
Right.
So I might as well take those out and slide some new cards in. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I can maybe add some more melee, take out some range, add some more range, take out some melee. Who knows? Like stuff like that. We'll look at the cards together in a minute. For detailed description on action skill cards, see page 19. And then what else does it say here? Obtaining gear and modules. Nope, that's it. Okay, simple.
Mm-hmm.
We hope. So
Tim also says that they house rule that when
we're
we
healed
healed when level up. So like if you're full health, you would stay at full health with 1, right? That makes sense.
I love that house rule.
Oh, healed fully or like?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying healed fully.
Because it's annoying to have to do
sense.
all the, but that takes away some of the survival aspect of the game. And I know people hate that survival aspect of having to do the work to grind for food and money, to buy health points back, to go find antidotes and all that healing. I love that host rule, Tim. But I don't know. We'll just play it how it is.
So if you're full,
But
do you go like this?
Well, only with the house rule. Normally you stay where you
So normally I stay like that and I have to gain
Yeah,
that
yeah.
1 health. That's so silly.
You just move it 1 so it keeps the same wounds you have. That's all it's doing.
Oh, so
The
then I
whole
stay
thing
like
does
this.
move up? No.
Each token moves 1 space, Kyle, to keep the same amount of wounds you had. So it's look what happens if I move it 1.
Yeah,
It's like I gain an extra wound. Why am I getting damaged, right? So it just moves up.
Fully, yeah. Oh, that's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
It
full,
makes
so
it
it doesn't
much
matter.
easier.
But
It's okay. All right, so I think I'm looking for level 2 cards. Yep. I'll give you your guys in a second.
Sorry.
no, you're fine.
Or the what? Dog tags?
Soldier.
Okay, so I'll throw you these. They have the little 2 on the top. And
So what am I doing?
You're picking
Taking
7.
4 of those.
I mean, 4
out of the 7.
out of the 7.
Don't listen to Melody.
I will pick
Alright.
all 7. Done. Slide under your character card. What?
Yeah, because you have 1 skill card in there. You could take that and you have a permanent skill you always have.
Ooh, basic melee action increases to 2.
So let's go over mine just to show you guys. We'll do it all together. So you grab more of your cards. So it has my symbol on the back. So, and they have level 2 on the top. So I have a run. There's 2 of these that exist. That's what the 2 dots are for. I think this is some kind of card code letting me know it's like 2 of them and there's 1, whatever. Oh, I'll move 3 spaces, sorry, instead of the 2 that I only had before. I can also still range attack enemies in line of sight. I like that. Another one. So there's 2 options to take that. So I can improve my move abilities, you know, to get around to reach enemies faster. That'd be great for melee attacks. Quick reflexes. There's 2 of those, which could interact
Oh,
as part of an action. So I could like pick up a token or interact with that car, I could have done that on that turn as an interact action and still shot a rat, you know, stuff like that.
That's cool.
And the bottom is hideout, +2 defense to area. So I could have defended against that spider with 2 dice. Yeah, I could have rolled 2 dice every time that spider was attacking the space with those kind of attacks. Then there's quick strikes, 2 of those. Move 1 space, melee attack of 3, and map. Chosen character other than you moves 1 additional space. So kind of like a support card. So I could help someone else move. And then this is the ability card, which you slide under the character card. Your hand size limit increases by 1.
That's cool.
Damn, that's kind of neat. I mean, my cards suck in general, but at least the options of having enhancements on both my actions or reactions if there's a ton of enemies going.
I mean, you choose 6 cards at the start?
Yeah.
Including these new,
And then I draw up to 6 at the start of every round.
That's
interesting. Cool. So I only pick 4 of these, right? Damn.
Well, it's basically 1 of each if you want, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think the move 1 space, melee attack 3. I don't have a melee weapon yet, so it's kind of sucky.
Yeah, mine gives me range stuff. Kind of.
I feel like I take the 2 move 3s, which could range attack back on an enemy who's coming at me. And then I like getting defense on range attacks that are hitting the area. The interact, though, interact also like the revive and stuff. There's a whole bunch, I think, under that, right? Yeah. On this little reference sheet I found out BGG, interact can be reviving, can be trading with people in your space, collecting modules or finding tokens, those ones we saw, interacting like repairing the car, reloading a gun for the ones that need to be reloaded, a heal. If I have a heal first aid kit in a combat, I can use it to heal, or use as a gear like some of the traps and stuff need an action or something like that. But yeah. I like the other chosen character moving a space though. Yeah. I'll just quick reflexes and then my skill card, I think. Or no, wait, I need 1 less, right? Yeah. I'll do the 2 move 3s and then the interact with the range attack and then the skill card for the increased hand size. What do you got?
The skill one, I don't.
So your skill one, your basic melee attack action increases to. Now here's the problem. You have a melee weapon.
Yeah.
You'll never do your basic one unless.
I know. That's what I was going to ask. Like, when am I
Oh.
actually going to use my basic?
So normally a melee attack where you're just using your hands is 1 die and you hit on a 1 or less. So crap. But you'd never do that. So this would make you hit on a 2 or less. This would be cool for me if I don't, but I hopefully will get a melee weapon and then I won't care. So I think it's kind of waste for you.
That's what I was.
Unless I'm misunderstanding something.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever doing a basic.
Yeah, unless you lose, unless
a card lets him do a basic melee,
No.
but I feel like.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something there. Forward leap. Move 2 spaces. Melee attack 3. Well, that's sick.
On the bottom.
Oh, look at the bottom.
You receive an automatic success on 1 die.
Oh, that's so
I
good.
was thinking doing 2 of these instead of the.
Oh,
That's very
years
good.
of practice, it says. Nerves of Steel. A range attack for hitting on 2,
Yeah.
and a range attack for hitting on 2. That's
Like
kind of
that.
neat. Man, why can't I get these cards?
I know, I like that card.
And on the bottom, you got that range attack, you know, get them before they get you kind of
Yep.
thing, when Nerves of Steel. Weak Spot. Range attack hitting on 3s or less. Evasion. If an enemy performs a melee attack, it cannot roll more than 4 dice. That would have been awesome with that spider guy.
Yeah.
You would have been alive.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, no. Damn.
Yeah. So I don't think I'll do the skill card.
I wouldn't. I don't think so, because you got the knife and stuff.
I'll
But
definitely do 2 forward leaps because the automatic is.
yes.
Yeah, automatic is good.
And then probably just one of each of the others.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Done.
Cool. So give me the ones that are going 3, they're going back to the box. Never to be seen again. So what does Mel have here? She has some experience. Move 2 spaces, heal 2, excluding the medic.
Yeah, so these ones, the other ones I can heal myself.
Can't be selfish with your heals, it seems. This stops you from being selfish, Nancy. This means you need to play more in the back line, you know, stay away, do your range attacks, don't get in the fray. Desperate Shot. It's a range attack, but you only hit on 1 or less.
Yeah.
But obviously gets modified by your gun if they're closer. So you could let the enemy kind of get close to you, then shoot them. Then you have Weak Spot, which I have some of these. It's just the range attack rolling 3 or less. Stop Bleeding. Lower up to 2 the number of health loss during this action. But only affects another character in your space.
So on a time, if I was in the same space with Kyle and he was taking a large attack, I can lower it by 2, which is good. But I don't know if I'm going to be in the same spaces. But I think I would take these just for the range. Or at least one of them.
Yeah, it's a good range.
For a range attack.
So just that bottom part, like I have cards that say if I'm in the same space with someone else, I take the damage.
Oh, I think I have. I think I have that too.
Yeah.
Where I can take the damage from somebody.
I have ones that actually make someone else take the damage instead of me. I never use them, but they're there. Jump Attack. Move 1 space, melee attack 2. Okay, we have some of this stuff. I've seen this. Yeah. Hitting Artery. Whenever your enemy would lose health, it loses 2 health instead. So if they only lose 1, that's weird. It should be like they lose 2 additional health.
Yeah.
But it's saying if they lose 1 health, they lose 2 instead. So if you get just 1 weenie hit through, which you kind of hit weak, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there will be lots of chances where that happens.
Yeah, I don't love the top, but I mean, I do like the bottom of that. So
yeah, it's neat. And your skill, Persuasion. +1 mental attack?
Yeah, I don't really understand like when I'm using the persuasion.
Yeah, so there are mental stuff in the game where you like can try to control certain creatures, but it doesn't work on like the robotic ones. And there is a mental defense where if you're trying to like use persuasion against something, they roll a d6 instead. And if they roll equal to or less than their mental defense, they block your mental ability. But there is like mental stuff where you can like stop an enemy from attacking on their next turn. And I think you can make them like attack other enemies or something. It's like this, like there's this psychic ability in the game I'm sure we'll be experiencing later on in the campaign.
Yeah.
Where like we get the power to like control enemies and stuff. But
like I just don't know. Do I take this card now in case something maybe comes up later? I have no idea. My persuasion right now is 2, so this would make it 3. I don't know. So I think I'm definitely going to take at least one of those.
If you don't know what it is,
I don't think I'm going to take it. If I lose it, I lose it. It's
whatever.
Fine. I think I'm going to take.
When we find like on your next level of cards, it's like you get all this cool persuasion stuff and like you need to build to that. But again, they're giving you a choice. Make your choice. It's like not going to, you know, whatever. Just do what you want to do.
So
right?
I'm going to take one of each of the heal, the ranged, and then I like the enemy loses additional health. And then my question, I guess, is do I take another range attack or another heal? Maybe I take another heal. And I really try to play more supporty.
You do lose lots of health, especially Kyle, because he has to do melee attacks.
Yeah.
He's always the closest, right?
Yeah.
It also just lets me move, too, in situations where everybody's full. So.
Yep. And we see some missions that are not about just killing things. They're like running to grab tokens or do actions on things.
Exactly.
Get in, get out. I'm sure we'll see some of those where it's just like rush through the scenario or something.
Exactly.
As the typical dungeon crawlers. All right. That's leveling up. I don't know how this token.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we could at least move to New Jensen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just get set
because it's a day. Like.
Why do we need to go there?
Because we can't. I guess we don't need to. We could go to El Farino, but.
What is the B token? Oh yeah, we're gonna do boxing to get money.
Yeah.
And we're gonna buy some freaking armor. That is that's the goal. We need Kyle to have at least be rolling a blue die every time he's getting attacked by enemies.
Okay, so let's go here. Yes. Kyle, you roll on this. We're looking for a blank.
Come on.
Nope. No. I can't roll blanks to save our life.
Level 1 road event.
Green, right? No. What am I doing?
Matthew, I don't know. That's sometime close to Gen Con.
We still have like 6 weeks, don't we?
I don't know, man.
Or just under?
I'm trying to play. I just freaking recovered.
Before you read that.
I'm trying to get through games, Matthew.
We're gonna spend a day, so we're going to 8 and we're gonna eat. Just in case we're gonna forget where we are. So everybody eat.
I'm assuming, Matthew, probably like within 2 weeks before the con, maybe. But again, if you want to know about preparing for the con and you're so excited and you're like, what are they going to tell us? It's basically going to be like last year where we go over like the stream we did that was close to the con last year, where we go over the games that are on the preview list. Because the thing is, more games keep getting added literally up till like the day before the con. So I don't want to do an early video because I'm sure as soon as that preview list goes out, everybody and their brother on YouTube in the past like 10 years I've been doing this, everyone makes a video going over all the games in that list and talking about their top 10 games on that list. Here's the problem though. They all do it as soon as the list goes up. They don't wait. Yeah. And publishers literally the week before will find out if games are actually shipping to the con and if they're going to have a game for sale or demo or whatever. So I like to wait till closer to the con so I can actually go over the list and get accurate information and more complete information, because some games get removed that they find out aren't going to make it to the con or whatever. So I'm going to wait till closer because we've already talked about everything that's more prepping for the con, especially last year's. You can go look at last year's Gen Con 2022 video where we cover everything from prepping, what to pack, and looking over games that are at the con. All that stuff was there. Yeah. So if you want to get an idea, go look at last year's. But this year's we'll do more of that same and just looking over this year's list. But I don't want to look over incomplete information. So doing it early is annoying because then I have to do it again. So I'll just wait till it's closer to the con.
And when we're more excited as well.
Yeah, when we're more
That's
excited.
The wrong card, sorry.
Yeah, it's still too far away.
That's the wrong card.
Is this the wrong card?
Yeah, I gave you a green one, but we're actually moving from location to location.
Yes, that's why I said give me a level 1 road event.
Yeah, sorry, I know.
What's wrong with you, man?
I got it before we did anything.
Trucks. Vroom, vroom. You're walking with haste along a route, looking for shelter from the imminent blizzard. You wrap yourselves tightly in your coats and look carefully around. A moment later, you notice huge shapes a few hundred yards to the left. You quickly decide to move away from the road and check what they are. Maybe these could be some ruins of old buildings or rocks that would enable you to hide yourselves and wait out the storm. A few minutes later, the hazy shapes gain substance and turn out to be wrecks of trucks. You cover a few dozen more steps and see human corpses lying among the wrecks. Or maybe these aren't corpses, but exhausted living people. Some of the strangers seem to be moving with the last reserves of their strength. Option A, you move closer to learn more and find shelter despite the unusual circumstances. Option B, you turn back immediately and hide in the nearest bushes. All this looks suspicious. Risking your life doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
we're gonna die.
We're
gonna die.
Like my first instinct is B. Like, why are all these people half dead on the ground?
Matthew, if I see you at the con and you didn't bring toothpaste, I'm gonna say you're gonna need to step back.
Check with your hotel.
Yeah, check with your hotel. Do not try to find me at the con without brushing your teeth, please. Put on deodorant every day. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you right to your face, man, you stink. Get away from me. There's a lot of space there. Go find a different space to hang out in. Not my space. Quit being one of those guys. Or I'll direct you to the Magic the Gathering tournament area if you smell, because that's where usually the smelly people are. That's right. I said it.
Oh my God.
I said it. Shots fired. It's any card game tournament. I'm just joking about the Magic thing. All right. Anyways. Mel, what do you think for this one? B?
Yep.
Like,
what are we gonna find if we go in there? Or there have dead people.
Did they write that? Did they write that just to lead us? Like,
there are dead people around trucks. That's a sign.
A sign of what?
But they could just be exhausted. But that means there's nothing there then keeping them alive.
Exactly. Why do we go closer?
But if the card says it doesn't make any sense, that just seems kind of leading. Like,
then I just put my vote in B. You guys can pick whatever.
I'd probably lean B too.
Oh,
yeah, me too. But I'm confused.
I know. All right, we're going B. The bushes do not offer good protection from the blizzard. Oh yeah, I forgot about the blizzard. But you probably won't find anything better nearby. 2 random characters lose a health. Each character gains 1 experience.
Okay.
Otherwise, we could have gained poison.
Oh, well, okay. Fun. So I'm glad that we didn't go to the poison area.
Oh my God.
That's you.
1, 2, 3.
Move from game, I think. Yeah.
It's me and Rob.
I lose a health.
Better that you guys lose health, actually.
Yeah, so you can heal us.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Matthew. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, Matthew, I'm so sorry.
It does suck. Yeah, been there, yeah. Understand. Yeah, yeah. I know you're trying to look for the positives, right? You're trying to look forward to something. I know that feeling of looking forward to Gen Con. I start doing that every January. Just like when I look forward to theme parks opening when I used to visit them every year. Now I do it every other year, but it's like as soon as winter starts, I get depressed because they all start closing. After I go for the last time to like Cedar Point or something, Hall of Weekends is over, then I'm like depressed knowing I have to wait all the way to like April, May, or June-ish to go again, and it sucks. Like you need that positivity to look forward to. I understand, but I need to wait till closer to it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I think it becomes a better video as well because we're excited, right? If it's only like 2 weeks away, we're really excited. So I think that comes through in the video.
And we'll already start doing our own research, and we'll do a research on stream, and we'll plan and we'll discuss, and we'll all do it together, right? But again, like you can check the Gen Con preview games list right now, and there are ways to sort it by newly added and stuff, so you can keep an eye on it as you go and make your own notes and things. So you don't have to wait for us to look through it. But even when we look through it, the next day there might be new stuff added, and it's like we might not even look back until the night before we leave or something, you know, that I'll take a little gander through it again. But again, I'm trying not to buy a ton of games this year. I'm trying not to fill my schedule up with too many publisher meetings and all that kind of stuff. I'm just kind of try to go with the flow, check out the con, maybe find some surprises, hang out with some fans at some point, hang out in the evening, chill, do some live streaming again. Yeah, maybe do an event or two. I don't even know, man. Time flies when we're there. So it's like, I want to do so much, but then it's like, all of a sudden you get there and it's time to leave. It's just like over so fast. And there's so many things you'd want to do that you just can't do. So,
or that you find out happened after.
Yeah. And every year I say I'm going to do less there, but then as the con gets closer, all of a sudden publishers start emailing and they're like, hey, do you want to come see this? Do you want to come see that? Do you want to do this? And I'm like, do you have time on this day, time on that day? And all of a sudden, boom, my schedule is filled, except for I try to keep my evenings open so that if I'm destroyed at the end of the day, my legs are burning, my feet are killing, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm dehydrated, I want to be able to just go flop in the evenings, eat, rest, chill, check in with everybody, do a little stream, and then go flop in bed and get ready for another like 18-hour day. So that's the plan. Hard to afford soap when selling your soul to Word. Patchouli. So that's affordable. What is that?
What does that all mean?
To Wizards of the Coast.
Oh. That's probably a card.
Yeah. I've never played Magic the Gathering, Doc.
Nope.
Yet. Maybe soon, though. Stay tuned. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Anything else?
Well, I guess we leave it up to Kyle. Like, are we still going? Are you still good? Or do you want to end it while we're here?
Hop to that space.
Hop to this space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to roll.
You can roll.
This time.
You want to try the boxing thing?
I'm just saying.
Well, it's that one that we saw.
We'll get there.
Kyle, it's up to you. Whenever you want to end, you say the word.
Yeah, so I think we'll see what happens after this, I guess.
Tooth, which is different from booth, okay? It's a different card. While eating, during a rest, one of you yelps in pain. You had bitten down and heard a crunch that was not from the food, but a tooth.
Oh, no, that's rough.
Been there, done that. Before the impact, such a problem would have been able to have been fixed relatively cheaply by exchanging a broken natural tooth to some special shafts made of titanium and Kevlar. That skill and those materials are far too rare and too valuable to be found anywhere in El Inferno, let alone be able to afford such a service. The best you can count on is a crude local anesthetic, an old drill, and hopefully a steady hand.
That just hurts my stomach to even think about.
Awesome. Randomly choose a randomly chosen character feels a horrible toothache. You have no other option but to look for someone to treat them as the situation gets worse with each day.
Jeez, this is terrible.
This game is horrible. Evil, horrible, super thematic game. Damn you. So, random character, roll our dice.
I guess we can roll that one. Roll, Kyle, you're rolling.
Just roll.
You roll.
Oh, I don't want to roll.
I don't want to roll either.
Oh,
Yes.
it's me.
Oh,
No.
So grab 412, or is 412 a location already?
No, it's not. I looked.
Oh, okay.
It's not on here.
It is on there somewhere.
I can't.
'Cause I don't have it.
414.
I go 411A.
Oh, Doctor in Inferno.
Oh, we gotta go there to
Isn't
fix
that-
my tooth.
Oh, I was looking at the 409.
Yeah,
Oh, Serenity
412, the
now.
Doctor.
Yeah, I was not looking at that.
Okay, so you basically have to go there. Once we get there, you turn this card over. During each mission, until you reach there, the unlucky character's hand size limit is lowered to 3.
Oh my god. Okay, well, at least I'm
So
not
we-
losing health.
Yes, at least you're not losing health. So we can just hold on to this.
Wow.
And you're gonna hold this and do not flip
I'm
it.
just gonna put it here. I can't put any tokens there, so.
This is crazy.
Oh man. I guess that's actually not the worst. Like for I would actually, yeah, I don't know. Because if you
This
guys are gonna do all the fighting, then I'd rather you guys have the hand. Oh
Game
my
is
god.
so depressing. Rob fiercely searching for drill sounds on his soundboard. Bzzz.
Oh man. Gotta find a dentist out here.
Yeah.
We can't even
shady
find food.
with possibly a steady hand.
Oh man. That's not a dentist I want to go to. Oh
man.
jeez.
Story stuff in this game is horrible but great. I love it. Game is so depressing.
It's terrible. You gotta go back to New Jensen. You gotta
Oh.
go up.
Yep.
And you gotta go.
But she just has a hand size of 3. It sucks. She only picks 3 cards in the third
Yeah.
scenario. That means she has less reactions and enhancements and stuff. But at least
I can
she'll have
make
a
it work, I'm
couple
sure.
Yeah, I know. Like it just
Yeah.
sucks. You won't be drawing into those cards. Maybe you'll be drawing the same amount because you'll probably be spending those
She
3
won't-
cards
Right.
more likely.
Yeah, she won't have the reactions.
It's but I don't really have a lot of great reactions.
As long as you stay out of the fray and you're just range attacking and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
man, that could really hurt us though. Oh.
So it's up to you if you want to flip this one or you want to wait until the next one, and that'd be where we start the next one.
Yeah, we can just wait.
Right? All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'll deal with this toothache next time.
I personally want to see what it is, get money, but then as soon as I get that money, I can't stop.
Right, we're gonna want to
Yeah.
do something
Then,
else.
Keep
then
going.
I want to go get our damn armor, and while we're over here, visit the doctor. Like,
Yeah.
this
He
is
doesn't
epic.
want to listen to me anymore complaining.
Yes, this is one of those games. It's like Lay's chips. You know, you can't just stop
Yeah.
after once. Like, I
No.
want to see one more card, but then like I know it'll like lead to something else and something else, and like
Yeah.
we'll play it next week. Hopefully. I mean, we'll play it without Kyle if he can't show up. But if we're sick, Kyle's gonna come here and play it by himself, and we'll just stay off screen. But it's gonna happen. We're gonna try to make it work. So hopefully we're
Hopefully
good.
we built up some immunity in these last few weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I know, it's like summertime, man. Like it's spring, summer, all the nice weather. It's not, you're not supposed to be getting sick, but it happens. So
Yeah.
annoying. Understand in the winter and around holiday season and stuff, but yeah, that's the other thing. Gen Con without a mask on. We're coming back with con crud for sure.
I know.
Looking forward to that.
Con crud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing,
it's a
man.
thing.
Oh, man.
He
Just-
gets it worse than me, but
Yeah. It's just being so exhausted the whole
Yeah,
time your
yeah.
immune system drops, and then you're just like sharing air with thousands of people.
you're shaking hands with people.
And you're in a new
and-
place, so like different viruses are spreading around there, and then people coming from different countries and stuff. It's just like you're gonna pick something up, and your immune system's just like, stop, Rob, stop. Yeah. I bring my multivitamins. I try to sleep a good night.
We try to eat somewhat healthy as well.
Yeah. But it's just you're like I don't exercise really. I don't leave my house, so it's like it's a change of pace. I need to start walking more and getting ready for it because like you literally, I think it's like the average Gen Con attendee walks over 10 miles a day. It's like the place is huge.
And some of those people go
Oh,
from
you
like
know, you were
nothing.
there.
to-
I know,
Oh, yeah, you
no.
were there.
But they've expanded even
I
more.
didn't
They're in
know.
the football stadium. They're in all the hotels
Yeah.
across the street. Like we walk far for food now and like park a little further and we walk there and back and stuff. Sometimes I get a shuttle, but sometimes I'm just like, I like being out in the sun. But then I get all sunburnt and stuff because I'm like outside for longer. It's yeah. The things that I do for board
Yes.
games.
The pain we endure.
Things I do for this damn job. Robbie Balboa. I'll bring you a crud hug. Oh god.
Yeah, as I'm sure as our group that we go with now gets bigger and bigger, we'll catch something for sure.
Yes.
That's
I'm
okay.
excited. I'm excited to meet with everyone in the evening, like after a day, and to see everyone with their, like Matthew, I don't know how bad you are with your spending habits, but Kanji set the bar. He did exactly what I did the first year, where like every day had like bags and bags you could barely carry of games, and anything. And I was the same way. It's so funny to watch him do the same thing I did the first time. Like any publisher, any demoer, any volunteer can somehow make their game seem like if you don't get this game right now, your life is not going to be the same. Like you need to buy this. This is the game you need to buy. We're going to give you this one-time little pack of cards. If you buy this right now, this exclusive promo that was only available on the Kickstarter, you could get it right now if you buy it. And we'll throw in this game for half price if you buy them right now. Special deal bundle today only. Just look at how this game is just so amazing and it changes your life. And like, you know, you'll find more friends, you know, you'll lose weight if you buy this. Like they just tell you everything and they're like shady car salesmen. And you buy them, you get all these games, and then you get home and you look at them all together. Because the problem is, when you're at a con, they give you these nice big bags, you're loading them up, you're carrying it, and you're like, oh, this is all I bought. This is not bad. Then you get back to your hotel and you put it in the pile. And then you go back the next day, and you forget those games all sitting in that pile.
Yeah, you can't see the pile.
You haven't sorted the pile yet.
Yeah.
Everything's just in bags. Then the next day, you get more games, and you lug them back to your car, or you lug them back to your hotel. Then the final day, you start looking, and you're sorting it all out, and you're like, oh my God, what do we do? And then you get home and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize this game was in there and this game. Why did we buy this? Where did we get this one? Oh, that one a publisher gave us, but why did we buy? Oh, that one was bought part of the bundle with that one. Yeah. But we don't need a game like this. Why do we buy this game? And then we open some of them, we play them, and they're like, this game's crap. Why do we even buy this? Man, it's because in a 10-minute demo, you can't see the full game and you don't know. It's not worth the money you paid for it. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a sucker too.
But yeah, it's fun.
There was a couple that I was like, oh, I must have this. Like, small little things.
Yeah.
I haven't opened them yet.
Yeah. We're here like a year later and we haven't touched like some of them. It's happened though, it's the thing.
Yeah.
Even when we're being like super careful and we're buying less and less, we still come home with stuff that we're like, why did we do that?
Yeah.
Like we don't have time for that. Or we're
fun at
like,
the time.
We already have games like this. Why do we buy another one? We didn't even play those other ones yet. Like, yeah, we even me going 10 years like and preaching, this is what it does to you. We still get tricked. Like it still happens. Because you don't put it all into perspective. It's like you need to like take a picture of all the games you bought the first day, go back the next day and have that on the phone. And like as someone's telling you about the game, go, hold on. And like scroll through your list. Like, no, sorry, my spreadsheet here told me I spent way too much yesterday, so I'm not buying anything. Sorry. Or no, I look at my collection. I already have a game like this. Sorry, I have it at home. I just wasn't thinking about it right now, but it's right here in my list. I'm so sorry. Gotta go. Yeah, Matthew says I'm so stupid I might buy the same game twice.
No.
It's possible. But you're not that stupid, Matthew.
No, you're not.
But it is possible. There's a lot going on there. I could see on the first day you buying so many games, you take them back to the hotel, like I said. Then on the fourth day, you're wandering by the booth and you're being told about a different game, and then they throw that game in and you're like, yeah, sure, I'll pay extra. And then, but you already bought that game like the first day? Maybe. But most of the cool games you want are like, they sell out and stuff, right? So then you don't find them again later in the con, so that shouldn't happen. But yeah. But you don't have this game like this exactly. But this is the new version. This one adds dice. This one's much better than that one you have at home. All right. Yeah, this does look very much like the style of This War of Mine. Agreed.
Yeah.
We said that when we first tried it. This is just like a futuristic This War of Mine, it feels like.
Yeah.
Like it's got robots and machines and stuff, but it's just as dark and like death and survival and choice and stuff like that. Just the home base aspect in this is like, doesn't really, like no one's coming and raiding your home base or anything that we've seen. You know, we're not like shoveling at our home base or spending half the game at our home base, building a home base and housing everybody.
Right, and like having people go there to sleep and protecting the home base, and that we don't have that aspect in this. But
the whole traveling out and going to different locations and risking it and making noise and getting hurt and coming back with stuff.
Like scavenging for supplies.
Yes, it has all that.
Yeah.
And it has the wandering around and like, should you give the child medicine or should you give the dog meat, or like, you know, boom, you're poisoned. Like you thought you're doing something good, but it's actually bad. And like, yes, it has all that feeling for sure.
Even the card style of letting you know like what you could possibly find there is very similar to This War of Mine, where you could know, okay, I could find medicine if I go here, or if I go to this restaurant, I could find food, or a gas station, I can find gas, things like that. So, yeah. Yeah,
RV, I very much enjoy this game. I very much do. But again, playing games for like 10 years, And seeing that, and I know this hobby is not like rolling in dough. I know profit margins aren't huge. I know publishers are small little teams of like mom and pop shops. I know a lot of these games are designed and made by like 2 people, and 2 people in like another language, and then translated by some fan who volunteers. And then like no quality control money is spent, and printers mess up, and all this. But it's like, it still bugs me when these expensive Kickstarter games that are direct to consumer, that aren't going through retail, so they are making more profit, they aren't taking out bank loans and losing interest. They're literally, you're paying all that money, they're giving a cut to Kickstarter, and they're just kind of like project management failures of not planning properly and delivering projects with bugs and erratas and poor rule books and bad components and like poor planning. It's like they didn't even play their own game sometimes. But I love the game. The game is cool. The idea is awesome. It's just like most games. I wish like publishers like Fantasy Flight made this game instead, because they actually have a department that they spend money on Q&A and playtesting. Like they have fans that will playtest for them for free even also. So there's like second set of eyes. Yes, Fantasy Flight has errata and issues and all that stuff. But it's still, I've already played games of a higher bar of quality. So when I get these bigger games that are even more expensive, I buy them from my retail store where no money went to the store, no money went to distribution, no money went to like all that channel, right? It's like, I expect something of a higher quality, you know, when you're paying less by not going through distribution, but it's actually like the opposite. It's like these publishers are taking more money through crowdfunding, and then they're spending it less wisely. But I have companies like Fantasy Flight Games that I got into the hobby based on. And yes, they have their misses too. But how are they able to operate with never using Kickstarter and still using that money to properly make good, decent rule books now, you know, and improve? I don't know. But that's just me. But I still love the foundation of the game. I love the theme. I love the cool story cards. I love the dark, the crazy choose this and oh my god, this bad thing happened. I like the survival aspect. I don't know how much I like it feels like we're never getting further, but we are.
The only thing that's advancing is the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like the lock condition's coming closer, but I hope there's a turning point once we start pushing the main story now that we're at a higher level. Hopefully we can get some armor soon, so we're not constantly just losing health, rehealing, losing health, rehealing. We're actually starting to get some items and level up our character sheets. But I think once we start progressing the story, hopefully it gets interesting. Hopefully we can handle the story. We don't push it too hard that we start losing. But there is fail forward. But I think if you're fail forwarding, you're not getting as many resources and the time is still passing.
Yep.
So we're probably not going to win that way. But I'm okay on this first playthrough. If we don't win, I just love roaming around and seeing what crazy stuff the designer had come up with in this world. That's my favorite part. It's just like Lands of Galzir and Seven Con and these kind of like going through that deck of cards, just seeing like what crazy little puzzle did they put together in this like librarian stack of index cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I find that fun, and just like these choices and these descriptions and the writing is fun. And I love the like aesthetic of it. I like that I'm playing a game not with just swords and magic. There's some kind of magic here, I think, but it's like I like the idea we're playing in this futuristic theme because we don't have many games like that. But I like how I like my video games in this theme. I like that we're actually playing with like guns and knives and stealing and sickness and stuff. And this War of Mine has that too. Yep. But we don't play games like that all the time in these adventure games. So it's cool to have a game with a different theme. I'm very much enjoying that. I want to do more of the crafting, but I don't know if it's smart. But I love it. I love the game in general. It just has some weird quirks and negatives, but I don't think they pull away from it that much. But I'm not me unless I'm pointing those out. Because I in the past, I play a game and I'm having fun and people go, oh, he's having fun, I must buy it. Then they get it. Then I have people coming back to the video commenting like, oh, I didn't end up liking this because it had this problem and that problem. But it's like, damn, like I said that, but I didn't say that till episode 3. So like I try to point out this stuff as we play through it to kind of interweave our thoughts as we go. And it's not to scare you away, because a negative to me might be a positive to you. It's just to be open and honest as we play through it and say what I see. It's not to be just fake and only highlight the positives and play through the game having fun. You guys know what I dislike about games, and there are so many damn games out there that some people, and I know there's people like me, that will say, I'm tired of buying games with shitty rule books. All I need is the game to have a shitty rule book, and I pass on it and choose out of 1,000 other similar games. So like sometimes you just have to pick the smallest little thing to just say, not for me. So if you want a game that's poorly translated and lots of errata, and that's what you determine, I want a game with the least errata and the least poor translation, you know, and the best play testing. If that's the games you're looking for, this is not that one for you, right? So then go to the other ones, right? But if you're looking for a game with this kind of theme, maybe it's the best one. I don't know. You know, maybe it's the best adventure game. I don't know. We'll find out as we play more of it, but there's just so many games that you could spend your money on every month on Kickstarter, at retail. You have to like pick and choose based on something, because you only have so much time to play games, right? And you can't play them all. So, you know, if the game doesn't have enough love put into it, then it doesn't deserve your time is thing. But you might value games different, and you might look at those things. You might not be as harsh as I am, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm lucky. I get to play this. We didn't buy this. The publisher sent this to us. We're lucky. Thanks to Doc for reaching out to the publisher, thinking we'd like this game. Never heard of it. Got it sent to us. So I'm complaining. I didn't even pay for the thing. So hopefully that it makes sense to you that like I'm not a shill. Like I'm showing you like I'm open and honest. So keep that in mind. So all these negatives I'm saying like might be not as bad for you, and you might love it. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
I'm also thinking with this game that we're still in like, I guess you could call it like level 1, right? So we're on like level 1 locations. I feel like once we get to the level 2, once we get to El Inferno, I wonder if our rewards will increase, the amount of things we get for doing a mission will increase, you know, and then that will make it feel like we're progressing faster.
Well,
possibly.
We do have level 2 cards, so that is kind of exciting to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how that works out. Yeah. And higher health technically, so when we get back to full health, we're not as dead as quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, people assume like once I say a couple negative things about a game that I don't like it, but it's not the case.
No.
If I'm playing it, I like it. I may not love it, but in this case, I do really like this game. I like it a lot, and I want to see where it goes. But I'm stumbling over things that I don't expect for a game that was made in like 2021, 2022, you know what I mean? Like, I expect more. As I keep playing newer games, I expect better. I expect more polish. I expect more playtesting. And when I say FFG, I mean more of like the, they usually have like, nowadays, like over the last few years, they'll have good tutorials to lead you into the game. They have the nice learn to play rule book. The rules references are really well done. And that's all I mean is like, to learn the game, they're really play tested. They have credits for proofreaders and play testers and all that stuff. And you could feel it. You could feel it in most of their games. So that's what I just expect. You know, that's the kind of like what I'm comparing it to. Nothing's perfect. No game is perfect. But this is not the feeling I get when I like try to get back into an FFG game. I can grab the learn to play guide, rip through that and go, oh yeah, this is how it kind of works. I get it again. Oh, I have a couple rules questions. Let me open the rules reference, which is organized very well. And I'll find those answers and figure it out. Mm-hmm. They don't have everything in there, especially for the living games that keep growing with expansions. But considering some of the later games, like they're now putting inserts in their games and stuff like that too. That's not what I'm comparing, like the physicality of it. I just mean the experience. Like I just feel like they use templating in FFG. So like the wording on all their games and they compares to more of the games in the industry. A lot of game publishers copy off them and they're templating on cards and wording. So cards kind of make sense with the thens and the commas and the periods. All make sense of like, this is a cost. This is what happens on a card. It's straightforward. You don't need to like look it up constantly in the rule book. It just like makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. It's like kind of like a standard. I don't know. That's just me though. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can get cranky with it for sure. It's like I'm just tired. I'm getting tired of it. Like playing games where it's like I get them and I have to go in with a permanent marker and fix all the errata through all a bunch of cards I'm writing on the cards. Why is that still a thing? Why is that? How many millions of dollars do these guys make?
They can't catch everything. Like no company can.
But this is the second edition. This is the second edition.
And it's multiple cards.
Yeah.
It's not just one or two.
This is the second edition.
I get it.
Like, hey guys, the first edition was sucky. We're going to fix it. Give us more money. We'll make a better edition. But only a little better, you know? And it's not just this game. It's like, this is a general thing. I'm not trying to beat up on this game too much, but it's like, it's just, it's like, It's happening in video games too. Too many games are releasing and they're like unfinished day one patches. They're getting patched for a year before they work. And it's just a sad state of gaming in general. It's just spend a bit of money, push it out, make some profit. If it fails, who cares? Move on to the next thing. Like,
well, I think there's an interesting thing here, right? Because let's say this game, I think, was it this game that kind of delayed a little bit and still kind of came out with some errors. But if they delay too long, they're getting backlash because they're delayed.
I know.
And then if they come out and they have errors, they're getting backlash because there's errors and errata and all of this. So it's like, what would you rather? I would rather a delayed game that comes out with less errata, personally. Yes. But
Kyle doesn't know, but for Frosthaven, I had a private stream with the chat where I literally spent like 2 hours. This brand new game, Frosthaven, second edition of Gloomhaven, basically. Like, they've already made a game this size before. They delayed it for years. Finally get it. The errata, which was done by a fan who play tested on the game, spent their time to go back through the game to find all the issues and this game has 100 and something missions in it. There's like so many missions that have FAQ entries that cards are wrong, stickers on things are wrong. They tell you to open the wrong box. It's like, it breaks the whole game is broken if somebody doesn't know to go on Board Game Geek to search the forums and find this fan-made errata. Every time we play the game, I'm scrolling for 10 minutes trying to find the scenario entry to see if it has fixes. I sat there for 2 hours on a stream with everybody with permanent markers, stickers, paint pens and stuff, changing and writing on boxes and cards and opening up spoiler stuff and writing on cards and erasing numbers and writing words in and scratching out A and putting a B instead, or go to page 54 instead of 15. And like, just like you see on this game where I've written on cards, that game times 100.
Wow.
And that game
made millions.
That game set records on crowdfunding by how much money they raised. And they added an extra year of development. And it's not like they've never made a game like this before. It's technically the third Haven game they've made before. So it's not like anything new. They're doing the same shit again. And they mess it up even worse than the first one. It's a joke. Oh. And then they told everyone too that, oh, now we're going to charge 250 MSRP when they charge like 200 or whatever in the Kickstarter, 100 and something US. They were like, when they're done, they're like, all these crappy unfinished editions that they sent to retail, they're like, yeah, we're changing it to now be 250 MSRP to everybody who didn't get it on the Kickstarter for this box full of like issues. Like, it's a joke, man. And this is like the game of games, like the most money ever made. Like, it's insane. Multiple developers working on it. They have a whole publishing house now. The credits are huge for the amount of people who worked on this game. And it's like, it's just getting worse. It's like crazy. So it's like, I'm going to keep pointing it out because it's a thing that's happening. It's very anti-consumer. They're taking our money. They're charging us tons. And they're not spending it like they say they're going to, because they're more worried about making sure you have the right amount of miniatures in your box and the right amount of tokens, because that's all people seem to care about, not about play testing and proper rule books and tutorials. And they don't care about wasting your time looking up FAQs and writing on your cards and not sending out. They were like, we're not sending out update packs. And a lot of the cardboard's warping in people's games because it's like cheaply made compared to the first game. And they're saying, that's too bad. We're not replacing it. You just got to deal with it. So people have made like 3D printed attachments to keep the cardboard flat in the scenarios and stuff. Wow. Yeah, it's a joke, man. It's all a joke. So yeah, I got to point it all out. I have to, because I'm a consumer. I buy these games, some of them, most of them. And like, I don't know, some people are just okay with it and they like defending their favorite publisher and they can't do any wrong, but then we'll never get better games and we'll never get our money's worth all the time, right? So it's like, yeah, this is what drives me. And it's like, yeah, I'm just losing it. That's why I'm cranky and I'm judgmental. It's like, I just feel like I'm, fool me once, fool me twice thing. But it's like, man, it's just companies laughing at us, man. And it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, they need to take standards more seriously.
Like, I want to tell people to come into this hobby and buy these games, but I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to tell anyone to go buy Frosthaven. Because like a regular, like a casual gamer is be like, what is this? And that excuse of like, oh, but it's only for hardcore gamers. Oh, so hardcore gamers' time is not valuable and they're okay to sit there on PG writing in cards and stuff? I don't know. Anyways, there's your Rob's rant for today. But damn it, It's so silly. That particular publisher stopped getting my money a long time ago. I got sucked back in with the Target exclusive box, but done with them for many reasons.
Yep.
Yeah, I can understand that completely.
I can understand that.
I still love me some Frosthaven and Haven games. I hate it that I love it, but
I
yeah,
know,
it's
same.
like,
I hate that I love it as well.
yeah.
I didn't have to spend the time putting the erratas on them, so I just get to play.
Yeah. That was a mess, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait, this is not their first game, and it's not like their first time on Kickstarter. It's not like a one-man team anymore. This is like...
And I feel like it was delayed for so long, and I feel like we got hosed because when they initially set the campaign, didn't they say, this game is almost ready? Like, it's almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done.
We're almost done. Don't worry, everybody. We're almost done this game. And then it was like, oh, okay, well then why were we so delayed? If you had it ready-ish.
I know, but COVID happened. Even though they started the campaign during COVID and knew all about COVID, they were like, yeah, we're good. We're still going to do it. Because people need some positivity, so we are going to ask for money from them.
There's some games I just love. I don't know.
I've ranted about this enough, but yes. Anyways, we're going to get out of here, let Kyle get out, because we've tortured him for the last bit.
All good.
This is what you get for ending early. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'll schedule the one for next week. And yeah, stay tuned for that. Back tomorrow playing some more Legacy of You campaign. And we're back playing Frosthaven on Saturday.
Speaking of
Frosthaven, we'll be back continuing our campaign of Frosthaven on Saturday, so join us for that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.